Are we all ready, guys?
I am ready to go.
Penelope's ready.
Sydney.
Hang on, let me roll my die again.
All right.
Okay, at 17, I'm totally ready.
Salem,
Oh,
stop.
that's 20! That's 20!
Oh, we're rolling
Alright.
already.
You wasted that.
It's funny. At first I roll 7, then I roll 17. I'm moving up in the world.
I rolled an 18, so I'm more than ready.
Alright, let me
Oh.
roll my new Vox Machina dice.
I had a 3, so I'm not ready.
Vax,
Oh,
roll the Vax.
okay.
Roll the Vax.
Yeah, no, I'm tossing out Percy's. He gave me that one.
You want to join chat again? Is that what you want?
14.
No. I didn't mean
That's
it.
my Raven boy.
It was an accident.
There
I
was
love
no
my Raven boy.
accidents.
Anyways, are we ready?
Yes!
Aye, aye,
We
Captain.
got this. We're in
All
there.
right.
I can't hear you!
Ooh.
Send us off, boss.
My Yahoo. Okay.
Uh-huh.
As the night came for our sleeping heroes, the soft rumbles of a nearby storm slowly rolls into the town. By the time the morning came, it's raining. It's not a heavy rain, but it's raining enough for the little ones to be in the town square, jumping around in the puddles, laughing and giggling to their heart's content. The streetlights all around the town are on, making sure that the townsfolk can see their way to work and home and such. In your rooms, the innkeeper was very polite to give you guys all jackets and coats to keep warm and dry, along with a simple card that says, "Thank you for the delightful gifts last night," with a signature of the name Yvonne.
Can I ask the color of my jacket?
It is a forest green. We all have matching forest green
Okay.
jackets with white trimming on them.
Cool.
I'm sorry, I had to mute for a second. What did you just say?
Green jackets
so-
with white detail? What?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the innkeeper gave you guys all matching green jackets with hoods, just to keep warm, and it has it's a green jacket with white trimming.
Does this provide anything to us, like maybe armor or something?
Warmth, I guess?
Yeah, it's literally just to give you warmth.
Yeah,
It's
so,
just
so
it's the
basically
flavor.
basically we wear it over our armor.
Yeah. You all wash up, and you meet downstairs in the quiet, very quiet, and calm dining room. As
Oh,
you guys approach,
I wanted to say before I head out, my character the night before had placed little bits of paper within the crack of the door and the crack of the window, so if anyone tried to sneak in, he would know. I want to check and see if they're still there.
okay. So as you're getting ready to like head out the door, you pause and you look down at every part of your room, just to make sure that like nothing has been moved, nothing has been touched. And what was it? You put salt down?
Paper and
Uh,
little ones.
No, but
Oh,
bits of paper
paper.
in the cracks of the door and window, so that if anyone snuck in, the paper would be disturbed.
Makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense. So, upon looking at everything, all of the papers seems to stay in one spot. They have not moved at all in the night. As you open your door, though, there's a little note on it, and on the note it says, "Try better next time," with a smiley face.
God damn it!
Uh-oh.
The blacksmith made it in again.
Alright, and before Silver exits their room, we're fixing this pronoun issue right now, Hope.
What?
No!
What happened
Come on,
with
we've
those-
had this problem before with me. We don't need to do it again.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's how you asked. That was very interesting.
You
Not-
know, that's
Just
not
ask
bad.
to have a
Yeah,
thought and move
I said
on.
we're fixing this pronoun problem.
Which is probably
you
the
said
cl-
you were checking for a dick.
Yep,
I
yep.
said I want to know what my gender is.
You said it while looking down there, though.
Yeah,
You literally said, "I am in the shower. Can I look down at what I have?"
Oh,
Can I-
To be clear, not
Yeah,
a.
Box check?
surprisingly enough, I feel like my way of saying it was much more
Yeah.
respectful.
It is.
Tactful.
It's not bad what you
Right?
did, Gray. It's not bad. It's that
It's
instead
just
of
the way it
asking
was
what
worded,
gender
that's
what gender am I down there, you made it like, well, what do I what's
Backhand.
how do I
What
ask
equipment
this?
do I have on with me?
And that's why we all said average.
Average, average.
Maybe on the short side.
Anyway, roll
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
roll for length.
Roll for like, guys.
No way!
No,
I'm not doing
no.
that. I refuse.
I don't need to know. I
No.
don't need to know.
Please don't.
Whatever is there is classified. Even the DM says
Yep.
the universe will just chop it off.
Yeah.
If anything happens, it cuts to black. That's
Yeah.
all you need to know.
They're
As
not-
soon as you go to look, it immediately a censor bar just appears.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever someone goes to
Any-
seduce a dragon, it's gonna cut to black. We're not gonna roll for dick.
But
This isn't Shrek.
Anyway,
What?
anyway, let's answer Steven's query.
Yes.
whatever
Steven,
you
what was
want.
your question again?
We're fixing the issue of Silver's gender. Like
Yes.
we still don't know.
I thought
Yes.
Hope said we're all men.
I said if you are okay with other genders, so like if your
Okay.
character is a female but you are a male, is that okay
Uh-huh.
to still be a female, or do you just want it all to just be like, okay, well, if I'm a guy, my character's a guy, and such?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and I said I didn't care either way, so
Yeah,
Here
okay.
we are.
Oh god, Steven's gonna be a cute anime girl.
And now he's checking.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll me a d6.
Why are we rolling?
Huh?
Shut
that's
up,
a 1.
What?
You're a female.
Okay.
Oh,
And that's
If
the
it was
only
a-
details you know.
Yeah.
that's
So
how-
if it's 1 to 3, it's female. 4 to 6, it's male.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
thank
that's how
God
I rolled
didn't
it.
need to roll.
That's how I rolled, and I was like, of course. And you know, it was actually funny because I was like, okay, my character's gonna be a guy. I rolled and I got an also a now 1, and I went, all right, never mind, I'm a female.
Never
And then I
mind.
rolled for silver, and it was also I think I got like a 3, and I'm like, damn it.
Yes,
Now
more
there's
woman
2
power.
females. Girl power.
Well, 3 when the special guest joins us next session, maybe, haps.
Yes.
And she,
Alright, well, that sure hit the brakes on this.
And now
Did
the
it?
engine continues.
I now look at I now,
Now we actually do stuff.
What time of the day is it again, by the way?
It is
It's probably
early
like 6
morning.
a.m.
Am I up?
Yes.
I guess
I think
I'll
it's,
probably be after, getting dressed and, shower, etc., etc.
uh,
I'll probably go down to where we have, I don't know, breakfast, and I'll have
Yep.
breakfast and read
So-
my funny celestial book or whatever.
So as you guys are heading
Nameless is
downstairs, you guys
celestial
Oh.
book. But...
slowly kind of meet each other, like in
Uh,
the hallway a little bit,
I do want,
and then
sorry, I did want to talk to Penelope just quickly.
oh yeah,
All right.
okay,
I was gonna, I'm gonna try not to go into whispers, unless it's very
Mhm.
much things that absolutely you guys cannot know, otherwise it, like, changes
yes,
everything about the story going forward for you. But stuff that I feel, yeah, okay.
Yep.
So,
so Nameless wakes up, and as he's getting ready, Penelope is like trying to do her best on helping him get his jacket on, and she's like dusting it off, and she's just, Lamb,
hmm.
you gotta put your arm into this sleeve, and then that arm in that sleeve.
Why can't I cross both of them? Well, it's tough when I'm not looking.
It's harder when you're not doing it right.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I
fine.
try harder. I try harder.
So apologetic. As she's like fixing the hood, and she's just shaking her head, and she's like, "What's in your head today, bonehead?"
You're made of bones?
Well, considering what happened with losing my amnesia or losing my memories and
Lost your
whatnot.
amnesia?
Losing your
Oh my
amnesia?
god, you remember!
You remember
Good
everything.
job.
I remember. Well, considering the amnesia and whatnot, where I have no idea who I am, what I am, or anything like that, it's kind of hard to know what I do.
Oh. Well, I mean, you guys are all pretty cool. I can say that.
Have you thought to ask the raccoon what your name is?
Yes, I am, but not anymore. Thank you, Gray.
That was out of character. Okay.
That was your conscience
Fine.
talking to
Thank you, James. I'm going to keep that to myself.
Yeah, isn't Nameless having a private conversation right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
why.
I will go to Whispers. I will go to Whispers.
No, nobody. We as the players hear, but the characters don't hear shit.
Yes. Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now I'm not going to ask that, Jay. Penelope.
Oops.
Yes?
Who was I before? Do you remember my real name before I lost my memory? Or what people would call me?
Hmm.
Pop star?
Lobster.
Well,
Oh, lobster.
I call you Lamb,
Mm.
but I'm pretty sure there was a key, a K, a cow.
Lamb cow. So I was a farmer?
Cow.
That is nowhere close. But yeah, you do you.
Okay,
Lamb
so
chops.
was my first name Lamb something?
Yeah. Well, something lamb, something.
Bro's name Lamborghini.
Something. So Lamborghini is my middle name.
So we have a lamb and a llama, and then we have gray and silver.
The coincidence. The coincidence of me
And
calling
then
him.
there's me, the only one with a
Okay.
name, unless you count Farryn, who also has a name.
Okay, so.
Listen, my entire goal within the next few sessions is I'm figuring out my name so I stop being called Llama.
Imagine
Oh.
we find out your name, but this whole time we still call you Llama.
No.
It's a nickname.
Oh.
It's a nickname.
It's
Just because we
endearing.
know.
I don't want
Just
the
because we
name.
know. Yeah, just because we know like someone's name doesn't mean we're gonna stop calling them like matches.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we start
Okay.
calling it batches.
Okay, so what was the names you said? A cow or something?
She's like thinking about it, and she's like, it starts with ka, ke, and then like the second part of the first name is Lamb, because that's why I call you Lamb, and then you have a last name, but I don't seem to actually care about that last name.
Lamb.
Well, there goes my second question of what if my family had any significance.
Maybe a Calum?
Calamity?
All right, I am
Ganon?
going to
Oh my god,
scan
Calamity. Calamity
Cal-
Ganon.
Calamity Lamity.
Hey, if Ganon
Alright.
can be in Fire Emblem, he can be here.
I'm going to focus on
Stop
4.
that.
Well done.
And you're gonna focus on.
I was going to focus on my name.
Oh well, you focus for a little bit, and then you just kind of like blink, and you're like, "What was the question I asked again?"
What am I?
Whatever.
Penny,
Anyways.
but Penny does look at you, and she's like, "Well, I don't know much about your family. You never spoke to me about them, and we're close, real close."
And what about the group? I know you haven't met who we call Silver and Gray, but has everyone else been trustworthy before?
Oh yeah, whoever this Gray and Silver, they sound pretty cool though. I'm pretty sure
Are
all
you?
of you were very close friends.
What about Farryn? Anything to worry about there?
You know? I don't know. I think she was there, but maybe she was just really quiet and I didn't really care for quiet people.
Farron's always kind of been an oddball.
Okay. So where were you in the end? Because I didn't take you with me into the final battle before I died.
Let's see, where was I? You know, I have to admit, you guys were here, like, on the pathway. Like, you guys weren't actually here, but, there was a really shiny thing, and I really got attracted to the shiny thing, so I kind of snuck away from you, and I got thrown into a bag. That bag traveled for a little while. There was water everywhere. The next thing you know, I think there was grass, and then dirt, and then stone. Oh yeah, and then that really big guy. And Farryn, oh crap, what was that guy's name?
yeah, I
Well,
took Benny
he
from the
fished me
well,
out of the
right.
well.
True.
Matches,
You're
I
welcome.
believe.
Yeah, Matches. His name is Matches? That's
what...
not what I remember.
Well, you said he was Mar something. I gave people nicknames. It was hilarious at the time, but, yeah, I think we have to sort out names and whatnot. Okay, so you don't remember what my final battle was going for or anything like that?
You were stopping someone from getting stones? I don't know, some hunk of junk. But you guys were on this mission because you guys were sent by this one person who I didn't care about because I was also asleep. But I'm pretty sure the last time we talked, you guys were all talking about some form of, like, maybe this person's scared and that's why they're collecting all these cool hunk of junk stone thingy bobbers. I don't really know. They weren't really my expertise. But
Can you pause for 1 second? Elf, something's going on with your avatar, buddy.
Oh, that's because I was looking down and my microphone got in the way of my face.
Well, every time you look down, your mouth goes like.
He does a nice "I'm going to sleep" action.
It goes into shock mode because it thinks that my jaw's wide open because it can't.
So
see
like
my
every
jaw.
time she says something.
Yeah, oh, I've noticed it too. It's
basically,
hilarious.
Here's me lowering into my mic.
Flabbergasted.
I'm just flabbergasted.
Bro, I can look down.
I'm looking at my dice because I'm trying to get my dice out of my dice bag.
I love it.
Anyways, I just wanted to point that out real quick.
Yes.
Anyway, back to me.
Yes.
Back to the main
plot.
character.
Okay. So-
Alright, where was I? So yeah, hunk of junk stones. You guys had to go and stop something from churning, but then I don't know. I can't remember.
And was this person... Did we talk about them being a god or a queen or anything like that? Anything to narrow down who this was?
The person that you guys were stopping, or this person that made you guys go on this long trip?
The person we were stopping.
Oh, no. They're just a normal person, I think.
Maybe I just hallucinated her being a god queen person. And her name starts with a little A and I'm just going on a wild goose chase. That's concerning.
Yeah, no. I think there was a person that you guys were stopping who they were normal, but they kind of had, like, really mystifying powers. Pretty sure, like, they had powers that probably looked like they were a god. I don't know.
I dropped a fucking dice.
You hear that? I think Elf's awake. Was there anything else? So you don't know anything about these stones, though?
No. I mean, you could probably check, like, a library?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing some research. Thank you, Penelope. I pull out the Danish. I'm sorry, I meant to give this to you before we talked. I give you the Danish.
Ooh, you got my favorite.
Yeah, I remembered all right.
I mean, it
Roll
was
for
an apple
bluffing.
festival.
Yeah. All right.
Anything else? And she like takes a bite. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not for now. We should go to the group and let them know findings and whatnot. Let's go. Let's go, Pen.
She hops onto his shoulder, but like pushes the hood open so she can like curl up in the hood as he's like walking down. And so she's just like on her back. Like, she's like laying on her back and she's eating the Danish.
That's what I want to do. I want to check the creature book to see if any of the creatures in it match any of us. That's what I wanted to do. In secret, so that no one else knows, but now everyone else knows I'm doing that. Shit.
I didn't even know you had a creature book.
That was in the whispers from last night at the library.
Well,
Oh.
Well, now that got revealed.
Yeah, I was going to reveal it. I was going to reveal it anyways for a reason.
Adding to my notes.
Nameless has book.
I also need to check the other book that was wrapped up during the festival.
Actually, he has 4 books. Because we got 3 books at the festival, and I think he let Vin borrow some.
Thanks for the follow.
Mhm.
Were you correct?
Oh, he's muted. What happened?
Thanks for the follow.
Oh.
We're talking about the fact that he has books.
So out of character, at the end of the campaign, I'll tell you at the festival, but outside of our characters knowing, so everyone's up to date, I snuck, during the festival, me and Elf got a code to the library to go inside at night, which we didn't tell anyone, just me and Elf know. And I went there in the beginning because I rolled low. Everyone knows I went inside talking about elemental stones. There are 6 elemental stones: earth, grass, fire, wind, sun, and moon. That when they come all together, something will happen with harmony. 6 become 1, but it only takes 1 stone to cause chaos. So that's what everyone else knows. And then I went into mute up time, and me and Hope talked about some other dealings going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we'll talk about the other stuff in the festival, like what we did briefly when we're all together.
Yep.
But yeah, if you could send me anything in my notes so I know.
As you look.
Sorry,
in
what
the
was 6
creature book-
elements again?
Huh?
What were the 6 elements again?
Ah, he missed it.
I got earth, fire, and water.
Earth, air, fire.
Air, not wind. That's right.
Earth, air, fire, water.
How
Sun,
convenient
moon.
that you were just watching Avatar.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Convenient.
I think that's why it shows it, because I remembered the elemental stuff.
Makes
It's like,
sense.
yes.
There's no sun and moon bending.
But there is Pokemon.
That would
Is
be
it-
pretty funny.
There's Pokemon Sun and
Would be.
Moon.
So, with the other 2 elements, sun and moon?
Anyway,
Yes.
so I looked through the book.
So as you're looking through the book, you flip through the pages, and one catches your eye, and you're kind of like trying to figure out whether or not you know anything about it. But as you go through it, you do end up on a page, and on this page it is labeled on the chapter half orc. And so as you're going through it, you kind of like know a little bit of facts, like they're very, very strong. They have like a very stoic personality. They're pretty they mean business, but that doesn't mean that they're all meant to be for business only.
Alright, out.
Does that remind me of anyone?
I'm gonna need you to
Oh no.
I'm gonna call Alf. I think. It's him.
Anyone in particular?
I'm gonna try for if matches reminds me of that.
Roll for perception.
Because they are tall, right? Orcs
Yes.
are naturally tall. Yeah, okay.
I think
Yep,
I'm
so
the
you are
tallest,
using-
and then Alf is the second.
Yeah, we are. We
tallest.
literally somehow, my character has a thing for giants, and somehow got on who's the tallest in our group for some reason. Not that I'm trying to.
He immediately was like, yeah, matches with the tallest.
I don't know why. It's not like I'm trying to date matches, but for some reason it's like, who's the tallest? I
I'm not
guess.
gonna choke you underwater. I'm not gonna.
It's
do
all
it.
I need to be. Have a giant girlfriend and have her drown me. That's how I want to go out. Anyways, so I'm gonna see if that reminds me of matches.
All right.
17.
All right. So let me check your modifiers. Modifiers. Perception. So as you're looking at the book, you kind of think about it, and you're like, matches kind of reminds me of a half-orc. Because they're tall, they're pretty strong, and you kind of pause, and you're like, you know what? I think matches is a half-orc.
It's all coming together to learn everyone's identity and not tell them.
How dare you?
The bad part is I wouldn't put it past me.
Well-
No.
Well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, hey, matches my half orc brethren.
Like, what?
Sorry, what did you
He
say?
walks in.
Okay, so it's not confirmed he is. It just reminds me of.
True.
Yes,
Like
Okay.
Alf is also very tall and I think strong.
that's true, and we
Yeah.
don't know anything else.
Well, I know they have pointy ears like Farryn, who's a half elf.
Yes, but see, also, half-orcs also have pointy ears, too.
Yep, the picture does. The
Ooh.
picture does. I must look for this
Does?
woman. She will be mine.
Yep.
Calm down.
My God.
He immediately goes
what?
from like, I think Matches is a half-orc.
Does
I
he
don't
have a
think
s-
Matches knows any cute girls.
Does he have a sister?
Oh my god, guys.
No. If I was doing that, I would talk to the person and be like, "Hey, are you okay
I
with
don't know
me
if I have a sister.
doing this stuff?" No. He is safe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyways, okay, so not confirmed that match.
Half-orc.
Not confirmed he's a half orc, but he does heavily remind me that he is a half orc. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to quickly check just see what the one book that I got for buying the 3 language books is? Or
Do
titled?
you remember which book you got?
No, it was wrapped up.
Oh, that's right, the languages.
Yeah,
And then he gave you a free book.
She
That's
did.
right.
Clara did. Shoot, I meant to check.
It's literally Clara, but she has like a little accent because she wants to be,
Yeah.
modest.
Mysterious.
Oh, she's French.
Probably.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, she's fancy in French. Okay.
That just means I'm gonna have to learn more French. Damn it, there goes my Duolingo streak of Spanish.
Oh, she's
Doesn't have
Spanish.
Spanish. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, Spanish, of course.
Anyways,
Oh, crap.
what is the title of the book?
Plot twist: Hope learns German instead.
Guys, I'm learning Spanish.
Speaks
Guten
German.
Tag.
And the money's
Eigentlich
Spanish,
Deutschland.
tight.
That's French for hello.
I'll believe you.
Nice. So,
Roll for being dumb.
Okay, I
you
believe you.
wouldn't lie to me.
so the book.
So the book.
I'm gonna need you to roll and see if you can even open the book.
Gotta roll that
Wait,
strength
what?
check.
Oh no, it's wrapped up too tightly.
Yeah, basically, she
11.
had tied it with like very, very tightly to where there's like 3 knots. And for those that have struggled with like 3 knots where you're like continuously just tied up, it's a pain in the ass.
Oh joy, I get a puzzle too. I love this. She's my favorite now.
It's like
This
twist
reminds
ties.
me of a puzzle.
All right, I got an 11.
What's the puzzle?
Let me see any modifiers for you. Okay, so you managed to get 2 knots off.
Ooh.
the last knot, for some reason, is more complicated than the other two. And so you struggle a little bit to try to get it to open, but you just can't. So as you're like sitting there trying to struggle a little bit, you kind of look around your room trying to see if there's any way that you can just rip it open, and you even try to like give it a little tug. It just won't budge. If anything, you tighten the knot.
Fuck.
You should give it to Penny.
True.
Penelope.
Or you could use a knife to just cut it.
I'm gonna be late anyways.
Except I have 3 of the daggers, and
Do you still?
and Marlos has the 4th one.
You still
Yeah,
know
I
him as
did.
Matches.
True.
Oh right. I
Soon.
don't know.
Soon we
I
shall
forgot.
discuss it.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you
so
you know his name starts with
outside
Mar.
of- yeah, so outside of players, so like for us talking, we found out last session that Matches' real name is Marlos, but he found out about it as he was going to sleep.
Yeah.
So no
Yeah.
one else was in the room when he got his name.
Okay.
So
No,
I
yeah.
asked, yeah, because I asked Penny.
That was-
Penny said, it starts with a Mar and then ends with an S. So I'm like, oh, Mars,
Yep.
obviously. Case closed.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you good?
So yeah, me and Elf know Mars, and then you know the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I throw it back in my bag. Don't have time for anything else. So I'm like, oh, I'm out. Do. Come on, Penny.
Anybody else want to do a morning routine?
I'm going to take a shower and then get back into my clothes and put on the sweater and then head out.
Right. Yeah.
Not
I
good.
already took my shower and
Not good.
I'm
Yeah,
I
at
don't
this
know.
point, I
Have
feel
you-
like the morning routines
can-
are just
yeah, I can just assume
Well-
we took a shower, we got dressed.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
still have
Yeah.
So
people.
Yeah.
People.
I tried
Having
to armor up
breakfast,
since it's
reading
no
my
longer
funny
festival.
book that I got
Yep.
from Nameless.
Do remember that we still have backpacks and pockets that not everyone has gone through yet.
Oh right. Actually, I went through.
I guess
my bag.
I could do the daily bag check.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I
I only just found out that I have arrows.
Yep.
True.
All right, so
Can I just tilt my bag over and just let everything fall out?
Well, if you want to
Break like half
cheat,
of what is inside if you want, but
well, there might be something made of glass that comes out and
if you want
shatters.
to cheat, you can't.
I'm
Like,
like,
Onto-
oh
onto
shit,
the
that
bed.
was expensive.
I would have
I
dumped
mean,
it onto
this
the
is great
bed.
we're talking about.
yeah, this is great. We're talking about. He would be like, all right, well, you know what, James? Because you're the one that suggested it. Roll.
Okay. I'm going to dump my stuff onto my bed
Nah,
so nothing breaks.
God damn it!
with your luck,
Roll. Just roll. Just roll. Just roll.
with your luck, it's gonna
It
hit the
better be a
bed and
high
bounce
one.
off.
It better be a high one. Otherwise, I'm like,
Give
me
oh,
a
your
low
bag
number.
has
Give me a low
mystical
number. Give
gravity
me a low number.
powers. Nothing falls from it.
Low number. Low number. Low number.
19.
Low number.
Ah.
Ah!
Well, the thing is,
Oh my.
my dice kind of landed in a weird position, so it could have been either 19 or 1.
It's one. We're
It's
calling
one.
it.
No, but then
All in favor of one. Say
no,
aye.
and then the dice rolled a little bit more and finally stopped at 19.
I don't see his camera. I can't confirm or deny that.
Right.
Granted, I can't
So,
see anyone but my camera,
you
so.
take your bag and you dump it out with a shake, and like the contents come out of the bag. And as you're looking, you see like you have a sleeping bag, you have the rope that you once used at the chateau. You also have a water jug.
Mm-hmm.
Upon examination, you also have a.
I have a pen that has no lead. God damn it.
That sucks.
But then, as you're still dumping out the contents, you
Oh, the
see
pen.
that little ripped, torn piece of the banner that
Right,
you remembered that you had.
right. I remember that.
Okay.
Anything else? Well, there's my gold, probably.
There are sensor bars over the rest, so you put them back in.
Is there anything that you're looking for in particular that you think you might have?
Just something that would, remind me more of who I am.
Aside from the ones that I just told you? No.
Yes. No? Okay.
Alright.
Okay, is there anything in here that I wouldn't recognize immediately?
Things that you won't recognize immediately.
Like I knew about the banner, I knew about the arrows and stuff, but is there anything that's like I haven't seen yet?
Upon examination, you do see that you, for some reason, also have these block of incense,
What did I write?
and you don't exactly know why you have this. You don't recall ever using incense.
Yeah, that's weird. I thought it was Matches who did the incense stuff.
So
what's it called?
you look at the incense, and as you're looking at it, you're still confused because you have no idea why you could possibly have it.
Well, I guess I'll pack it all back up and I'll string it over my shoulder and head downstairs.
Yep. All right. So, Gray had just woken up from the festival. He slept through it, but he has no idea. And Silver, Silver
Oh no.
was just not a very festival type of person. And so Silver was just like, you know what, you guys go have fun. I'm going to stay in my room and just kind of like read a book. There's a bookshelf. I might as well be cozy and read. You guys all, one by one, you guys come out of your room. And as you guys are leaving your room, you hear pitter-pattering from the rooftop. And as it occurs to you, that sounds like rain. And so as you guys come downstairs, you guys head into the dining room, which usually is full of bustling people. But as you walk in, there's the elderly couple that is sitting down enjoying a bagel with some spread on it. And you look into the other corner where you guys usually sit at your normal table. Farryn is enjoying a nice warm cup of tea with Yvonne as she's waiting for all of you. And Yvonne looks up and he goes, "Oh, good morning, everybody. I have brewed some fresh, warm tea for you. Not too hot. It is very warm. It is to help you stay warm through this cold temperature, as it does get cold here in Jonestown."
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you guys
I guess
all-
we're all there.
You guys all sit down, and Farryn takes a sip of her tea, and she's holding the teacup, and she looks at all of you, and she goes, "Well, did you guys all sleep well?"
I have
Yes,
something
I
to
have
say.
something I need to say.
Well, one of you two has to go first. I
Wow,
think.
jinx.
You go first, Gray, if you want.
Are you sure?
That's up to you.
Everyone's here now, right?
Yep. we're
1,
all here.
2, 3, 4. Penelope, who you don't know. Yep, all here.
Oh,
Good job.
there's a raccoon here.
Yes,
Hi there.
this is Penelope.
Friend.
She knows
Hello,
all about.
Penelope.
She knows everything about you, and I may or may not share that.
Yeah, she seems pretty
Can
friendly.
I-
I gave her a little bit of my food
Can I
yesterday.
pat Penelope on the head?
I lean over
Oh,
towards
you
Matches.
Matches.
guys
For
all
animal
animal-
handling.
Oh, no! I go to pet and I wring her neck.
Yes, 19, baby. I
So
love
you
raccoons.
reach up to, not up. So you reach over.
Penelope's
You reach
on-
down.
You reach down to Penelope, who is kind of like chilling out in Nameless's hood, and she kind of like opens her eye and looks up and sees Matches. Kind of like slowly put his hand down, and she's just like, "Oh, it's you!" And she like moves her paws just a little bit because she demands belly rubs.
Sure. You can have
Belly
it.
And
rubs.
he gives her like a little scrub on the belly, and she's like, Oh, I like this guy.
Most
Anyways,
important role from today. I did it. Anyways, go on.
since you're all here, I would like to take a moment to apologize for the way that I've been acting to all of you. I've been so focused on the fact that all of this happened that I didn't really think about others. I didn't take everyone else's opinions into consideration. I was only thinking about myself, and when we had that battle earlier, poor Nameless, he was in the water, and I didn't really do anything. I felt terrible about that.
Didn't you shoot the
And-
arrow? Sorry, I don't mean to, but didn't you shoot the arrow to the one guy to make sure he didn't attack me?
Well, yeah, but I still should have jumped in the water after you as well.
I was being drowned by a giant, man! I would not jump in!
Well,
Sorry to
everyone
interrupt.
else,
Sorry to
everyone else
interrupt.
did.
Yeah, but-
Well, I tried, but matches went in first.
I
sorry.
did.
Gray, was there anything else you wanted to say before we debate or discuss this further?
Anyways, I would just like to say that I want to fix that, and I want to be a better teammate towards the rest of you. And I'm really sorry for not trusting you all earlier. And I know that I'm not supposed to know this, but if you want to try that bonking me on the head technique, I give you full permission to do it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Penelope, you...
Nova looks up and is like, bonking you on the head. What?
Okay, Steven, for context.
Was he not
last
here?
Session,
He wasn't here.
no, he left partway through.
He left. That's right. He
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's what happened, since you don't know. I had grabbed a really large stick, practically a baseball bat, from the forest when we were out. And I had gone to speak to Nameless in private. The idea was that while the characters could hear while the players could hear, the characters could not, that we would try to bonk James on the head to jog his memory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 But then James did a lore bit with Farryn where it's like, oh yes, I heard everything. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn it, my plan.
Which, a funny thing in concept, if we didn't spend a lot of the time mocking Gray. Which is...
It would have been funnier if, Gray was actually participating and not, off in his own little world.
Well, I feel, and I'll get to that in my speech, but we took advantage of a lot of what you did and turned it against you, which isn't right. And I'll get to that in my speech. But yeah, it would have been funny if, like, you felt on the same level as all of us. But because you didn't feel on the same level as all of us, which you are at the same level as all of us, it comes off as fucking cruel.
Yeah, we're all level 2.
Yeah. It feels...
Yeah, you guys are all level 2.
Because it's not like, hey, there's matches, we're going to bonk him on the head. It's more like, hey, here's this character that we've been kicking, let's hit him again. It just doesn't feel right. Yeah.
Anyways.
Sorry, but yeah.
Yes, I want to make up for everything that I fucked up on, and I'm going to start by going to the library, and I'm going to do some research on what happened to us. If anyone would like to join me.
Oh, yeah, that's not necessary. Don't worry about that.
Huh?
Thanks to Elf's help yesterday, I have found a way to get more information. And one of the things I am looking into privately is what's going on with us. If you want to help me with that, that's fine. But I have an inside track for some of that stuff.
Well, sure, I'd be happy to help you.
So
if any way I can.
Yeah. Before we get to that, though, I have to apologize as well. Gray, I don't think you've done anything wrong. You've shown yourself to be creative, hardworking, and doing a lot. You feel bad for not running into the action and being beside us, but you're our archer. You're meant to stay back, cover us with fire, and kill anyone trying to kill us. That's your job, and you are great at it. Unfortunately for me, I was looking at you as a friendly rival and I took it way too fucking far, taking out the friendly part of it. And then when you one-shotted the goblin I was going for, did not help me to look at you as anything less, but that proves you're among us. You
It
literally...
makes you feel better. That was a lucky shot.
That doesn't matter. You did
Among Us.
that. I didn't. I just killed Elf 2 times. That's nothing.
Yeah, if anything, you should have the rivalry with Llama, not us.
Oh, I do. Me and him have a fun thing going back and forth. But the point is, like...
Killed llama again.
No, not again. At the not again. No, not since then.
Not since then.
No. And now he has a bow and arrow, so I'm not fighting him again.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna ask about that, Elf. Elf? God damn it, Llama. You seem to have gotten yourself some new equipment.
Yes. During the festival, there was a shooting gallery, and I decided to play a game with Farryn because there was a prize involved. And it's like, ooh, I like prizes. So I had grabbed the bow so I could try shooting, and when it's like I remembered as though I've shot bows in the past. So later on during lunch, I went with Nameless to check out the local shops, and there's a blacksmith. He's an asshole.
I
But
loved
he knows
him.
his-
He's my
he knows his
favorite.
shit. He knows his shit, and I asked him if there are any bows or crossbows I could look at, and searching through, we figured out that I'm good with a short bow, whereas you're good with a long bow. And I got this bow, and I show the bow. It's as Hope described last week. It's a bow that has like leaves growing out of it, as though it's like still alive, and I can't remember the entire description. If you'd like to help describe it to James.
It was nice.
Yeah. So it was a wooden bow that had been crafted almost entirely out of wood, but instead of it just being like a regular bow, it had white ribbon with white twine, and it almost seemed like it was an alive wood because there were plants or leaves that were just slowly growing out of it. And as Llama shows you guys the bow, instead of when he first got it, it had 3 leaves. As he now shows you, there are now 5 leaves.
Oh, it looks like it's getting stronger the longer it's been.
I want to make a comment, but no.
Oh shit! I forgot my ring. I forgot to show you that. Heads back to my room to go get it out of the sink.
Oh, it's like I didn't stab you yet. Anyway.
Oh my god, yeah.
Anyway.
Runs back down with the ring and shows it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch. Watch
this
this. As I pull out my rapier.
No, it only has one charge. It only has one charge.
It'll be worth it, I swear.
By the way, this ring offers me protection for 1 hit and 1 hit only. So I gotta choose when to activate it very carefully.
So then why don't we bonk you in the head?
Because it will defend against it.
Because
Yes.
the defense kicks in, the bonk is useless.
We'd have to do it twice.
It's no use.
Which would be fun, but...
It's no use.
Oh,
Take this. I may have permission to use it, but I gotta time it well.
Yeah, that was one of the deals. I told Silver that he could have the one time, not the one time, but he has the one soundboard of just Silver saying it's no use, but then he also kind of like Uno reversed, and he was just like, oh, well, they're all in the same sound. And so, yeah, I get the, it's no use, take this. So, you know what? It works on both of our favors.
Yeah, but to get back to I took advantage of a lot of what went on, which you didn't deserve. Like, I think with the kind of 5 thing, which we are going to fix, I want you to count past 6. I know you can. You are not clueless. You are part of this team. And you are a damn good archer. And you belong here. We will get through that. But I feel like a lot of stuff, instead of being friendly rivalry, sort of poking fun back and forth, I took it way too far. And I apologize for that.
Well, if you forgive me for being so distant from everyone, then I can forgive you for attacking me. With friendly rival.
Yes. We'll save it for the pits.
Mm.
But yeah. But I think you've done well. You've been very creative in what you've been wanting to do. I've just, because of biases, have not given you the chance to go forward, and I apologize for that.
Well, now that that's settled,
The Apple Festival.
yeah, I kind of
Oh.
slept through that. What happened?
As you guys are like discussing and like apologizing to each other, Yvonne is like pouring cups of tea to everyone, and then he hears about the bonking over the head, and he's just like, "What?
Don't
Okay."
worry about
It's
it.
a
And-
science experiment.
We're playing whack-a-mole.
I'm gonna need you guys to roll for
Persuasion.
Wasn't Farryn gonna talk to us? Didn't say she was waiting here to talk to us?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
she
but
was
if people have
specifically
things
like,
to say, people have things to say.
That's a
Yeah.
19.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
12.
so it's a science experiment.
Nat 20!
No,
You didn't even say anything.
I
No,
could say
it-
something now.
just don't question them. It's
No,
about
no, no,
what-
no, no. The more of us talk, the more of us who talk, the more suspicious it sounds.
Right.
Yeah, but I just got a nat 20, so.
Well, what are you going to
Yeah,
say?
did you say you're not
He's just gonna smile. He's just gonna smile and be like, "Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
it's a
They are
smile
telling
that
the
cannot
truth.
lie."
they are telling the truth.
Alright.
So, Farryn just kind of like looks at all of you and just kind of like slowly nods, and she's like, "Well, that's amazing. Okay,
What's up?
so it's raining outside, as we can all tell."
Mm-hmm.
And she gestures towards the window that sits behind her, as the rain is hitting it. And she's like, "I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to go exploring a little bit, like the chateau."
You know,
Yes,
it's been
yes,
like
actually-
3 days.
Actually, on that subject, I was talking to the innkeeper last night before we went to bed, and he said that there used to be a family who lived in the chateau and who
Yes.
went missing a while back.
Yeah,
I was thinking if we figure out where that family went, it might be the key to us finding our memories and who we are.
Oh, before we get to that, we should say, with the Apple Festival, anything interesting. Elf got his bow. I have gotten 3 books of languages. They are...
Oh,
I'm reading one. I say as I, raise the book I'm
Oh.
currently reading.
Also, great, before I forget, I pull out the monster book. The Book of Monsters.
the Monster Book of Monsters?
The book on monsters in Severia, and hand it to you. I think with
To who?
you being our ranger, you would have great foresight in being able to see monsters before we do, and be able to tell us what they are. I would like to have this back, as I would also like the knowledge, but I think you're the perfect fit to also bear this knowledge and help us out in that way.
Okay.
Ooh.
I could definitely sit back when we get into a battle and see if I can find any information for us.
Yeah, well, memorize it, if you can. I'm sure you can. The
I'll try my best.
other thing, like I said, we got the ring, he got the bow, I got the books, a mystery book, I'm still trying to open it, as well as me and Elf have found a special group for information. I don't want to say more because I don't want to get in trouble with them, but through this group, I have, besides doing my own personal research that I'll share on a later date, I am trying to track down this god we fought. No leads yet, but they're looking into it. The monster book here.
Wait, we fought a god?
I thought that's what someone said.
Fought a god?
Am I remembering it wrong?
I thought we were saved, like, with a deal with a god. Isn't that what Farryn said? He
Farryn,
cast a spell to have a deal with a god?
Farryn, what did you say? I obviously don't remember any of this shit.
Well, she like is sitting there at first, and she's like listening to you guys as she's like drinking her tea. So like her eyes are doing the watching, and then as soon as you guys start going Farryn, she just kind of like sputters a little bit, and she like coughs because of the tea, and she's like, "Well,
Take your time.
you're both right. We fought a god. You guys perished. I made a deal for in return you guys lose your memories, and I get to sit here and mourn the memories you guys had."
Wait, I need to ask. The god that we're fighting, was it the same god you made the deal with?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So you're telling us that you made a deal with our enemy at the time to bring us back to life?
Would you rather have been dead?
What's
Yeah,
up?
her
True,
choices.
she has a point?
Her choices
The
were let us.
the choice. Sorry, go on.
No, you can
No,
go.
no, I understand that it was her only option, but it still kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth, that's all.
Look, I'm going through my memories and writing everything down in my own journal. I'm halfway through day,
Oh,
or I'm
yeah.
partway through day one. It's gonna be a while, but if I remember anything important, I'll let everyone know.
I've just been trying to remember anything about myself. I still don't even know my name, so everyone still calls me Llama, and I fucking hate
I
that.
do.
What?
You
Wait,
want me
what?
to call you Jack, but
Yeah.
What's your name? You have a name?
Yes,
I think we all
matches.
have a name.
His name is
you
Mars.
have a name?
His name is Mars now. Penelope told us
No,
this.
close enough. Marlowe's. Almost.
Marlos.
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 Is
I
it
think
okay?
Marlos is a lovely
that-
name.
Thank you. I think Farryn is a lovely name.
Is it okay if I still call you Matches as a nickname?
I'll think about it.
Can I call you Matches as a nickname to piss off Gray?
Why would calling me Matches piss him off?
Because he won't be able to call you that, but I can.
I thought you were gonna be nicer to me.
This is me. This is me being nicer. Hey, I said nice, not stop being playful. All right, Marlos.
Well, yes, me and Farryn were threatened yesterday. Good times. I remember that.
That's right. You two should be on the lookout. I don't think he's gonna let that go easily.
Oh yes, I just remembered. Nameless, didn't you and Marlos do a competition yesterday morning?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
we ate a lot of nachos.
yeah, there wasn't much going on there, so it's more of we got money from it, but
You literally had people cheering. I could hear you from the other side of the event.
yeah.
It wasn't a fight.
But besides
or
us,
anything.
me being known more, me and Marlo being known more, Marlos, apologies, being known more, which I fucking hate. I think I have a curse at this point where anything I do is gonna get eyes on me, and I just don't. I really didn't want that. But yeah, but besides getting money and notoriety that may or may not come into anything, there's not much to add. So I didn't really mention it because of that. Whereas me in the library getting the language books, which I still have 2 of them, I have to recheck what they are. But Marlos is borrowing one because he recognized the language.
Yeah.
Here they
Farryn
are,
is reading the-
actually.
Isn't Farryn? Didn't Farryn borrow the
Yeah, so-
Abyssal? That's the one.
Yep. So there's Celestial, there's Abyssal, and Draconic.
Which I want to ask. I was reading this Celestial. Did I get anything from it? I've been looking into that during breakfast. Right now, I was sitting reading.
So you had Celestial.
Yes, sir.
So as you were looking through the book, when you had the chance to, you just couldn't quite figure out what anything was saying.
Uh-huh.
More so like the words just looked so completely different to you that like reading it alone gave you such a headache that you closed the book, put it right beside you on your nightstand, and you went, "All right, I'm going to bed."
Oh yeah, psychic damage, everyone's favorite.
So, and here's the other one book that I didn't get rid of. If anyone recognizes this, or if everyone can pull out the other language books, and see if anything connects with anyone else.
What is the book? Can I have a look at it again? Which one is that?
I don't remember.
Draconic?
Draconic.
Okay.
I have Draconic still.
Does this one make more sense to me since the Celestial one was
Do you
killing
have-
me, apparently?
Did you bring the Celestial down?
Actually, how about we
Well,
all?
I have it with me. You can
Like,
have it
can
back
I
if you
look
want.
over the books?
I don't want it.
Sure.
I was thinking, how about we all do a roll to see if any of us can recognize the language at all?
Yeah, to be clear, I don't need the book back. I just want to present it to the other two people in the group who had not yet seen it, in case they
I'll put
know
the
more.
Celestial book on the table.
So I guess
Maybe
it
we-
would be like a history check, so I'm gonna need you guys to check for history.
Alright. Check in
Come
Draconic.
on, baby.
All right, I got a 16.
5.
I got a 16, I think.
I got
I think
11.
last time you said I had a +1 in history at some point in the session. I remember jotting that down.
Okay.
So I guess
So
it's 17
Steven
total for me.
got a 10 plus modifiers. James
I got an 11.
plus modifiers. You guys all have modifiers. Wait, no. Wait. Yeah, you guys all have modifiers.
Whether they're good or bad,
So-
she won't tell you.
So
We'll find out
as you
someday.
guys all look at the two books, Farryn goes to grab her book, her bag of holding, and as she's digging through it, she can't find it. She pauses for a minute and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna be right back, guys. I think I left the book upstairs."
Take
So
your
as
time.
she gets up and walks away, the rest of you all just kind of like sit down, and as you kind of look over, so I'm not going in like the order of roll. Well, yeah, I'll go in order of rolls. So Elf and Vin had the higher rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had 16.
Um,
17. Let's fucking go, baby.
so you had a 17.
Well,
think-
well, no, he added his +1 modifier.
Yeah,
he
because you
remembered
said
he
I
had
had
it.
+1 in history. I rolled a 16.
Ooh, okay. So you're the higher one. So
Let's go.
Ah, shit. So I guess I have no modifier, or negative modifier.
Possible,
we'll never
also.
know. We'll never know. So
I know
Marlo,
it's
Pretty
Fable
sure I have a
modifier,
negative
yes.
modifier.
Go on, boss.
So Marlos, upon examination, you see the name Draconic, and you kind of like open the book just to like you like open the book and you like flip it a couple of pages just to see if like you can see the languages. And as you do, all of a sudden the lettering in the books to everyone else looking at this book, it makes no sense to you. You're
That'll-
kind of struggling a little bit to understand it, but and so like you guys are kind of like, what the fuck does this say, or something like that, and you guys are like, oh, I think it's some kind of like some witchy something or something like that. Marlos just kind of looks over and goes, guys, this is the table of contents.
So, come.
No,
this
this
must be like
There are
this
numbers
must be how to
right
make a
here.
very tough spell.
Damn, I
This-
literally know nothing about this language. All right.
Actually, this is the book of language. Come on, Marlos. Toughen up. Josh
The
dog!
numbers are right here. This is the table of contents, bro. Can you not
Wait.
see the numbers?
You said you could read this?
So you're a
Kind of.
dragon.
Am I?
I don't
Are
know.
you?
I don't think you need to be one to read it necessarily.
Well, I guess I'm gonna spend the night with you learning how to read.
At least take me out to dinner first. Jesus Christ.
I took you to nachos, and you got paid more. What else do I need to do?
So using the same rolls, you guys all also look at the other book, which is the Celestial book. Elf kind of looks over at it, and uh, Nameless also opens the book, just so that way, like, he can just flip it into like a random page, just so that way it's not the table of contents.
Yeah, so someone doesn't cheat.
And as they're looking, Llama can't recognize it.
Wow.
Gray doesn't recognize it. Farryn is not here to recognize it.
To me, she
Marlo-
does. Yes.
Marlos does not recognize it. So you guys all just kind of like lean back. Nameless and Silver kind of look over, and they both kind of are just sitting there for a little bit in silence. And so the others kind of assume that they don't know, but they do.
So, can anyone here read it?
Maybe.
Possibly.
I can't read anything apparently.
It's
Yeah, I can't. All
Can I
this,
read-
I'll have to-
all this celestial is Greek to me.
Since I left the Celestial book on the table, I grabbed the one I can read and start reading it. Look into
Yeah.
it out of curiosity, I guess, while they finagle that one.
I'll have to look at this book later to know if
Hey,
I can for
real
sure
quick.
do more.
What was the third book's name? I marked
It's
down Celestial
Abyssal.
and Abyssal. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Abyssal. Abyssal.
And sorry, so I could read the Celestial a bit?
You can read the Celestial.
I always knew you were an angel, buddy.
Oh, I already knew that.
A fallen
Uh,
angel, probably.
As you guys are like
What'd you say
determining
about me?
who can read the books, Farryn comes back downstairs, and she seems to be more stressed. She seems a little bit distraught.
Farryn, is everything okay?
I'm so sorry, Nameless. But I think someone took my book last night.
I think we're hitting up the blacksmith.
The blacksmith. Guys,
I mean,
listen.
I haven't
listen,
got to meet him
You
yet.
guys need to listen to me. The blacksmith I mentioned before, he's been in my room more than once. In fact, last night I planted traps to see if anyone could sneak in, and I got this, and I showed them the note that I received when I checked the traps.
Hold on, there's a joke I can make here. Give me a second.
There's definitely a joke to make here.
Okay, before he makes a joke, how is that possible that someone can get past all of us into your room without you knowing?
I mean, our rooms aren't connected to his. It could-
We have separate
Yes,
rooms.
but surely one of the six of us should have been able to hear someone's footsteps.
Well, listen, the blacksmith's a rogue, meaning stealth is his #1 game.
But why would he play around with you?
Did you piss
I'm
him
not-
off?
I'm not sure.
I did!
But
I am
but
scared of
intend-
him.
I intend to get some answers. Who's with me?
Now hold on.
Even if
Well,
he
I
didn't
can-
steal the book, he might know who did.
He might know, but let's keep in mind, if you went back in there, he's probably training you because he saw something in you, I'm willing to guess for this. As for the book, I can't see him doing this to you, and then going over to her, just taking the book, leaving a thing that he's been there.
All right.
He knows
But he
you,
may, as a rogue, he may
uh,
know.
All right. Here's what I think. Since Farron's the one who got robbed, I think it's only fair that she go and ask, but we stay behind just far enough that we're out of range to be seen. But if Farryn feels like she's in danger, she can call us for help.
Well,
Pen,
also,
pen.
the blacksmith hasn't seen me yet, and I'm also kind of interested in getting some new weapons. Maybe I could go in there as well.
It can be a date, covering as boyfriend and girl.
No, that's not
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
never mind. That's stupid.
Here's the thing. I think if Farron shows up with people, the blacksmith might start to suspect something. But if she goes alone out of curiosity, hopefully,
Well,
hopefully there might be more answers gotten.
Well, the thing is, if whoever is stolen from Farryn knows Farryn, chances are if they've looked into her, they know all of us. But if Farryn goes, and it is him, he'll know he stole from her. So it might be best someone else takes her place to knock off a layer of that.
I'll go with Farryn. I'll go with Farryn. I got an
But
idea.
he'll know you as well.
He'll know me, but I'll try to charm him. I got an idea.
Ooh.
Not like that. My idea is...
Oh.
How else can you charm
But-
someone? What do you mean not like
Here's
that?
the thing. Here's the thing.
Pull out your
I
rope.
know he's been in my room, and he knows that he's been in my room. So
my.
we can start with me, with me being like, I saw your note, funny, very funny, and try to win him over.
You can bring him back to your room and discuss strategy.
Yes, heavy strategy. Very exhausting strategy in the room.
So Farron puts her
Listen,
hands up in
I
like
don't
a
think I'm
timeout
that
format.
hot. I mean, I need to know, do I really look hot enough to get him?
Penelope,
I
what do you
think we're
think?
getting severely off topic here.
Squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeakum. What do you think?
Penny just kind of like crawls out of the hood and like squints at Llama and goes, "Well, nah."
She says you have a great chance. Oh, just to be clear, so I'm the only one who can speak raccoon.
Yeah.
Also,
you're the
also,
only
I don't think raccoons are attracted to
I
non-raccoons.
don't think you should be offended.
You don't know
by
that.
Who's not trying to head with you.
I'm a small guy. I'm attracted to giants. Now.
Anyways,
Anyways,
Silver's
please,
just shaking her
That is
head, like
crazy from
wondering,
Yeah.
how the
Thank
fuck
you.
did we get here?
get me out.
I
of here.
honestly do not know.
Blacksmith and what did we say Penelope was a raccoon?
yeah.
Yep.
Farron, save me
So,
from this. What is
Farron
happening?
literally is like, all I asked you guys today was how did you sleep? And now we're here talking about books and charming a blacksmith and a raccoon?
Look,
Never, bad
Look,
joke. Bad joke.
okay.
Never mind.
I did nothing wrong.
No,
I
it's
really-
okay, Matches. I mean, Marlon.
Farron,
All right.
you've been
It's fine.
stolen from. You've been stolen from, and that's not something I want to let slide.
Yes. No. That's besides her getting stolen from. That is my book. So definitely double don't want that happening.
So yeah, we'll do a small party. Farron and I will go first and try to be friendly, and just ask him if he saw anything while sneaking into my room.
Mm.
And then if we think he's lying or if we think that he's planning something, that's when we'll call you guys for backup. Sound good?
Right. I
So
do.
they're gonna be hiding.
First, let's finish eating, though.
So I trust you guys to take care of this. Through my contacts, I have another lead to run down, so I'm going to take care of that. Hopefully, I can find some good knowledge for us. If everyone's okay with that, I will be doing my own thing with Penelope, with my pen.
All right.
Well, if we're splitting up into teams, then maybe we could do teams of. Let's
Teams
see,
of
there's
3?
6 of us.
Three?
Yeah, teams of 3.
Sure.
I mean, the blacksmith is what, in the marketplace? No, he's at his normal place, huh?
Penelope says he's at his normal place? Was that Penelope's voice?
Yeah, that was Penelope.
Okay, I'm glad I caught that.
Near the place? What is?
Penelope plus he's at Pen. What's his normal? Squeak squeakum. What's his normal place?
Oh, it's next to the training arena.
He's next to the training arena, so I'll kill Llama again.
No, we're not doing that. No.
We're definitely doing that.
Look, maybe me killing you again will make him not hate me as he does.
So by order of elimination, apparently, it's going to be Nameless, Llama, and Farron, apparently.
Oh, me and Penny have to do something. I'm a sneaky.
I
one.
was gonna say-
I don't think they're going. I don't think they're
I
going.
have that.
Well, actually, wait. Gray, you said you wanted to go shop at the blacksmith anyway.
Yes, I did.
All right, then.
So I
you'll
think
be
it should
back.
be the 3 of us.
Yeah,
You'll be a
wasn't
backup.
Nameless supposed to do his own thing anyway?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to, but if
Well,
I'm pulled
it'll be
into
like-
something.
that's true. Because then if it would be, it'll be if it's teams of two, if it's two teams, then Nameless won't be able to go do his own thing.
I mean, you can drag 2 other people.
If
to
I'm
do
with the
their own
group or
thing.
not, just so you know, I am sneaking off to do my own thing. I have my own plan.
That's true.
So
What does Silver and Marlos want to do?
Well, out of character, I'm just gonna say that Steven and Vin haven't really had a thing, like a moment together yet.
Oh, they've
so
done
a
things.
moment-
Don't worry about it.
That's the character building thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silver, what are you up to today? Farryn's asking Silver.
Well, I didn't really have plans, so whatever you're doing with this blacksmith, I guess I could join you for that.
Okay. So I guess it's just all of us towards the blacksmith, and then we'll round about with Nameless whenever he gets done with whatever him and Penny want to do.
Sounds good to me. Great.
Huh.
Before I forget, I recommend you getting a dagger. If you're going to run up and do close attacks, a dagger will be better than an arrow, which is used for bows. Just my recommendation. Take it or leave it. I think having an extra weapon, though, would help you in that regard.
I'll take it into consideration.
Well, Penny, we're off on our own adventure by ourselves.
This might be rhetorical to say, but please don't die.
Penny
Why-
Do I look like llama?
sits up. Penny sits up like pat Nameless's head, and she's like,
Oh,
Lamb, ask Gray if he wants the muffin.
squeak, squeak,
That
up, squeak,
raccoon was-
squeaky. What muffin?
The raccoon was squeaking a lot.
The blueberry muffin.
I have a blueberry muffin?
No,
You have a
Gray.
blueberry muffin?
Oh,
And she's like pointing over at Gray's plate. But the whole time as she's pointing to Gray, it's her just squeaking continuously and then pointing at its plate.
okay. Great. Penelope wants to know if you're done with your muffin.
I'll split it in half and give the half to her.
He hates you. We hate him back. Squeak, 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 squeak. No, he said he'll sit.
No. I'm not saying I'll do it. I do
I mean,
it.
he's physically doing it. He's
Yeah,
physically.
so as he's like, oh, I'll just split it in half. He's breaking it in half. And then Nameless just kind of goes, he hates you so much he's splitting the muffin because he thinks you're putrid and small.
Wow.
He kind of like looks over in disbelief.
No, he's okay. He's giving you half the muffin. He won't give out the whole thing though.
But I want the whole thing. I'm hungry.
Gray, she's a growing girl. She wants the whole muffin if that's okay.
Okay,
It's
here she goes.
it's your muffin though.
Do I have any dessert I can share with her?
No, I'll give her the full muffin.
Are you sure? I don't want to make you feel out because of a raccoon.
No, it's fine. I
You're-
would prefer if your pet actually enjoys my company instead of trying to stab me in the hand.
Okay, she's not my
I
pet.
haven't
She's
stabbed you.
a friend.
yet.
She hasn't.
No.
She says she
I
hasn't.
can't hear you.
Yeah, she says she hasn't stabbed you recently. But keep it up.
Recently?
Ooh, I do want to go out and get her a little like dagger thing. I think that'd be so cute. What do you think, Pen Pen? Do you want a little belt with a dagger on it?
Little dagger bell.
I love it. We're gonna get her a little belt with a dagger.
Okay, but please keep the dagger away from me.
Oh, we have to try it out on someone. Nope. She said she'll do her best. Can Penelope understand English?
She can understand everyone else. They can't understand her.
Okay. Okay, just so I know, so I'm not lying to her.
Yeah, no.
Okay, okay. Yeah. She'll do her best.
Okay, so she's got the full muffin now.
Here you go. Are you
She's
happy?
Very, very happy.
He's probably
Very
sad
happy
now.
As she kind of like slowly slouches back into the hood as she's eating the blueberry muffin.
Squeak, 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 squeak. He's probably gonna cry now, you know.
I'll leave him some money later.
You have money?
Not
Who
yet.
does money?
I'm talking to the right squeak 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 squeakers. You have money?
Not yet. We'll rob a guy later.
Oh God!
Oh my god.
She thanks you for the muffin. I am gonna get out of here.
That was a lot of squeaking for that.
Really
but
appreciate.
okay.
Yeah, so I
Have
talk.
a good time.
Yes, she is adorable. Her name, and she is not my pet. She is my friend. Her name is Penelope.
So as you guys finish up your breakfast, and you guys enjoy the tea, and you thank the innkeeper kind of he looks at all of you and he goes, when do you guys expect to return? I'll make a fresh brew of warm tea for you all when you return for the night.
Well, that depends on how long our business lasts.
Yes.
Too long, probably. Maybe.
Shall leave it on the stove then.
Yeah, we'll probably be
Okay.
here later in the night, most likely. Thank you so
I will
much,
leave
as
it
always.
on the stove.
Thank you so much.
Also, I have to do this because you've been giving us giving us so many freebies. I hand him 10 gold. This is. I know we're staying for free for most of the nights, but I feel bad.
That's what it is.
Why, thank you. Oh, but you don't have to do that. The townsfolk have all agreed that since you all are very well known and you got to stay away from the forest, just so that we are able to go to the orchard and have everything be safe again, you are free to stay.
Are the Fae a danger to the town? Or it's just not always good to be around them?
It's not a good idea for them to be around. They are also known as tricksters. They did need your help. They needed someone's help to go back home. But if you ever try to find their grotto again, they are very, very mischievous.
Well, they like me, so... A flute. I need a flute. That's right.
I guess I'll need to learn a new song for them. I guess.
I was gonna say, didn't someone play the lute earlier?
Oh, I found out they do not like the lute at all. I am screwed.
So you're trading a lute for a flute.
I could get
Well,
both.
maybe it's just muscle memory. Maybe you need to learn how to remember to play it.
No, during my investigation, I was talking about the Fae and stuff they like. They specifically do not like lutes. They like guitars and flutes. So I gotta upgrade. Or side grade.
Anyways, are we on our way?
Oh,
Yep. The innkeeper kind of bows his head as he's holding the 10 gold. He's like, I shall await your guys' return with some fresh brewed tea and biscuits.
Alright.
I close the draconic book and I get up from the table. Did I get anything from the book? Because I was just sitting reading it while they were bickering over there.
Fuck!
As
We didn't see
you-
numbers with Gray. Damn it!
So as you read the book, like as they were all talking, Marlos, as you were reading, you do kind of remember like words coming back to you, reading about like chapters of who can learn the Draconic, who in particular uses Draconic, where do they use Draconic, and as you read the book, all of a sudden you kind of like look up finally, as you just see everyone just slowly getting up from the tables, and you're like, oh shit, and you close the book.
But
Alright.
by the way, as I prepare to leave, I have. We mentioned that I do have arrows in my bag of holding or whatever. Are those arrows in a quiver, or are they just arrows in the bag?
They are just arrows in the bag.
Shit, because I was gonna say I want to equip the quiver so it's easier to draw the arrows out.
You're
Oh,
talking
well.
about. Hey, Elf.
Yeah.
What's a quiver?
It's
A
where
quiver.
you,
A quiver is a thing that holds arrows in that you put either over your shoulder or on your belt.
Yeah, it's like the little round thing that you store your arrows in,
Yeah.
so you can
Oh,
pull
oh,
them out
oh.
really easily.
You have a quiver.
All right. I equip the quiver now that I have a bow.
I'm over here like, why are you quivering?
why are you quivering?
Quivering in fear.
Anyway,
Do
So-
I have arrows in quiver or a bag? And I'm like,
I'll put in
Where
normal
else
chat so you
why
have
is
like
your arrows quivering?
My
you
arrows
know,
are quivering.
just so
They're
you have a
freezing
graphic,
arrows.
like,
Oh my
something
god.
like this, I guess, is the best
Let
I
me
got
see.
for you.
Oh, yeah,
Just, yeah.
so when I say bag, you have that. Like your arrows are in the bag.
In
But
the
I
bag,
didn't
it's
know that
quivering with
quivers for
excitement.
different
I'm quivering.
guys.
Your arrows are quivering.
That
My
has to
arrows.
be that's gonna be a llama quote. My arrows are quivering.
I love it.
That's his battle cry when he crits.
Oh
My
my god, you
arrows
need to
are quivering.
write that
Oh
right
my
now.
god, this
Put
is
it in
getting
your
worse.
notes.
This is getting worse.
Put it
Oh
in your notes.
boy.
No.
Just
So
a second,
they're
I had
all
to
getting
clip
up.
that.
So they're all getting up and everything, and as you guys head outside, the minute you guys open the door, the sound of the rain gets louder. And as you look at the rain, it's not heavy pouring, but it's like it's not drizzling, but it's not pouring. It's raining. And as you guys kind of like look around, the town square that is made of stone and brick and everything that looks just so pretty is very slick with water. And as you guys are watching, there's little kids that are still playing out in the puddles, and one kid in particular slips and falls and lands on their butt, and they get up, and the kids are kind of giggling and laughing as the one kid that had tripped and fall or slipped and fell shoves another kid into the puddle, and now they have started a water fight in the puddle.
Oh no.
Nameless and Penny go their way towards to wherever they're going. We'll find out with that
Next
moment. No, we'll find out in a moment. The rest of the group makes their way over to the blacksmith shop, which is, as you guys are walking, with the rain falling and like with the street lights, it's hard to tell where you guys are exactly going because of the fog and the density of the rain. But as you guys approach, you see the dark gray bricks that line up ever so neatly as the giant wooden board that says blacksmith written in perfect cursive awaits for you guys all there.
So maybe I should go in first. That way, after I buy my stuff, I can kind of linger a little bit behind just to make sure nothing happens to Farryn when she comes in. And then
Okay.
after that, I can provide backup while you guys come in as well.
I mean, yeah, you go in first. You just act like a regular customer, and you just like kind of look through the merchandise, and then we'll come in a minute or so after you,
Mhm.
Farryn and I, and I'll go with Farryn just so she has someone, but I'll try to butter him up and make him think that we're trustworthy.
Well,
What if we
first,
send all three of them first?
does
I
Gray
know
know
it
what the book looks like?
It's a oh crap. Okay, so it's a dark purple book with gold writing on it. And the word abyssal is in English, but if you look at the spine of it, it's written in abyssal, I think.
The sign just says it's a book in abyssal.
So what does this book look like? It looks like a book.
No,
It's what?
it says abyssal on the front. It probably says abyssal on the side, but no, it just says a book on the side. If you read abyssal, that's weird.
Right.
It's a bit so common.
Alright, so
It is not common.
Wait, what do you mean? I mean, you mean like didn't say it said in English? So common, whatever you want to call
Oh
it.
yeah, so on the front of the book, it's written in common, which is abyssal. The side of the spine of the book is written possibly in abyssal. We're just not quite sure. So yeah, if we send the three of them in, he'll just assume that all three of them are customers, and then when we walk in, they'll just be kind of like already in there, kind of like looking around the place.
I should
Alright.
look for a weapon, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes, so I
Would-
guess.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Alright, so how about the three of us go in first, and then
Yeah.
we'll meet you up.
All right.
Let's get in there, gang.
Alright?
And the three of you make your way into the building, and as you enter the building, there is a soft chime above the door of a bell.
Ting.
And inside the building, there is armor, there's weapons of different sorts, and behind a table or behind a counter sits a young half elf man who has his long white hair tied back into a ponytail. And he's just kind of like sitting and he's playing with a dagger, kind of like spinning it around in circles. And he looks up and he goes, "Oh, welcome. Enjoy and take a look around. Feel free to ask any questions if you desire."
Well, thank you. I'll browse his wares, I guess. See if anything
so-
jumps at me. Like, oh, maybe I want to grab that.
So the three of you can roll for investigation if you'd like.
Sure.
Uh,
16.
Hope, can I ask you something as a DM real quick?
Yeah.
Do you have different? Are you gonna have different types of arrows in this game, like arrows of poisoning, arrows of ice?
I am.
Okay, good.
Look and find out.
I rolled a 5. I ain't getting no fucking weapon. I see a
Damn.
little
I-
bit on the side. I'm like,
I got a 13.
Where?
13.
Wait, Silver got a 13?
No, I got a 16.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So, starting from the lowest to the top, Marlos is looking around, and he's not exactly sure of what he's looking for. He is instead just kind of like looking at the weapons and going, "Huh, can I use that? No, that might be a bit too small. Can I use this? Ooh, this axe kind of looks nice. What am I doing here again?"
Oh, what?
And he kind of like turns around and he looks at the other two. Gray approaches the racks of everything, and he sees that there's different sorts of bows and arrows that are all like neatly in a row, full of bags, full of quivers, as arrows are just kind of like neatly stacked in them. And you're picking some of them up and you're examining them. Some say like, some of them have speed arrows, some of them are slow down, some of them are fire, just different sorts of arrows. And as you're just kind of examining, you're also looking around and you're also paying attention to how the blacksmith looks. And he's very calm. He doesn't look agitated or anything of the sort. He's not even looking at you guys. He's writing down something, but his other hand is spinning the dagger as he's writing. And each time the dagger slows down, stops writing, he spins the dagger and goes back to writing. And then Silver approaches this giant table, and there's a deck of cards, there's dice, there's disguise kits, tools, lockpick stuff, and just a bunch of gizmos and gadgets. And as you guys are looking around, Silver also sees the arrows, sees the axes, and he's also looking at the blacksmith. And he does see that he doesn't seem like he's slept. He has like little tiny bags under his eyes, as if he's been up doing something.
There it is. Guilty. Throw him in the cell. Seen enough.
Excuse
When-
me. Excuse
when
me.
do we get
How
to-
much? Yeah, I'm shopping first.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
Can you tell me how much each arrow is?
Each arrow.
Individually?
Do you have any? Are any of these arrows of ice?
He kind of like stops spinning his arrow or his dagger, and he looks over at you, and he goes, "Oh, third row, far left. It's underneath the fire one." And a singular arrow is 5 gold. A set from a quiver is 25.
Okay, well, I'll take the set.
How many's in the
Um,
set?
25.
How many is in the set yet?
No, you can count.
So for one in a so for one arrow to 5, there's 5 arrows in his set.
Oh, he can count that.
I will buy the. I'm assuming that the arrows of fire are also the same price.
Yes, they're all the same price.
Then I will buy one set of the ice and one set of the fire.
That'll be 50 gold.
Silver, can you come here for a sec, please?
Silver walks over.
Just let them in count to 50, please.
Great, do a roll, please, to see if you can count higher.
Great,
Please
great,
do a
Do a
roll.
math roll.
Okay,
Roll-
wait.
Wait, yeah, before
So-
Silver comes over.
Hold on. No.
Okay.
So Silver approaches, and he just kind of stands there, and he's like, "What's going on?" And you're just like, I'm gonna try to count on my own, but if I mess up, can you count this for me?"
Yeah, that's
So Silver nods.
okay.
Am I seeing this happen?
Yeah, you are watching this happen. You're literally looking at Gray, and you're like, "You can do this. You got this."
I can just imagine this.
And then Silver's just standing there, arms folded, waiting to see what happens.
You look so sophisticated, Silver. You look so sophisticated that even the blacksmith is looking at you like,
Okay.
I don't know what this guy's doing, having someone else help him count, but this guy looks good.
One,
A history check or an insight check?
2. I already rolled.
Oh,
How much did you roll?
2,
2.
3,
Hold on.
4, 5.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on.
What did you
No.
roll?
I got a 2.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh,
Ooh.
my god.
You can now only count to 2.
Nope. That's
Oh.
not like that.
No, rolling a 2 just means that he doesn't learn any extra numbers.
Damn
I haven't
it!
learned anything.
I'm
So
sorry,
as
buddy.
you're counting, you kind of like furrow your brows, and Grace does seem a little bit agitated, but Silver pats him on the back and goes like, "You did great. You did great."
You did great.
And he doesn't need to roll. He counts up
He
to
can
5.
count it
He goes,
for me.
he's like, "Well, I'll take the 5 that you've counted, and
Wait, is
he
this
sees
Silver
that there-
talking or the cashier talking?
this is Silver talking, and he sees that the total is 50 gold, and he counted out 5. So Silver looks at Gray and says, "Let's do it this way." And then I'm gonna type it to Steven in his notes.
Ten fives. I like to think that my character knows what the numbers are. He just can't put them in sequential order.
Right.
Yeah, I believe you just have a brain fart that's just blocking that knowledge. Where you see it, you're
It's
like, I know 10's there somewhere, but I don't know where it goes.
It's like, I know the number 49. I've
Yeah.
heard of the number. I just don't know where
Yeah,
it
like,
is.
your character's not stupid, but because of the amnesia and everything going on, it's just, he got to 5, and then every other number's like, where do we go? We're there, but
Man,
in
I
what
could,
order?
I could really use some Sesame Street right now.
I tried with the clock, that wasn't even right.
Oh yes, the invisibility clock.
That's what I was planning. I was planning to get you a coloring book. A kid's coloring book. And be like, here, please, for the love of God. Learn.
It's paid by numbers.
I was literally going to get to you in private and be like, please, here's a book. Please, I know you're not
Okay.
clueless.
So Silver, I have written it in your notes.
Okay. What is 50 minus 5, Gray?
Roll to
Should I
see.
roll? Should I roll for this?
Yes,
No,
please.
you
Aw.
you got this.
Oh, I do?
Aww.
No, just roll.
Okay.
Too easy.
There has to be a good roll. You gotta have a good roll. I
You
believe in you.
16.
Yeah.
No,
Finally.
he needed a He
Um,
needed a 17.
Let me roll.
49. 48. 47.
Aw.
46.
I need to know what does the blacksmith think of all this?
He's in complete. He doesn't know what to do because
Uh,
he just sees that they're counting, and he's like,
5.
"What?"
Does he ask questions? Is he asking anything?
No, he's just so. He's even leaning over the counter because Gray
I'm
and
just
Silver
so
are standing so
interested.
close to each other that he doesn't know what they're counting. So to him, he's like, "There's 5 arrows in each 10."
Was that right?
Silver is visibly impressed, smiles, and is like, "Very good. Now take 5 more away."
Oh, come on. That was already so much.
Roll the die!
Keep your rolls, and as he's slowly counting, you get to like the last 5 gold that's in your hand, Gray.
Oh, was I supposed to be handing him each one?
Yeah, so you're handing it to him slowly as you're
Oh,
counting, so he's holding the gold in his hands.
yeah, but Silver's a girl.
Right. So Silver is holding it in her hands.
There you go.
You can now count to
As-
50. You did it, I think.
And as he's like putting the gold in her hands, she's just holding it. And then there's 5 gold left in Gray's hands.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more gold.
You're broke already?
No, I have some gold.
But
From the background? What the fuck? Ugh.
but anyway, Gray can now count to 50. Let's go.
Backwards.
Backwards.
I can count to
It's
50
progress.
backwards.
It's fine. He could
So like
upward.
in his brain, so in
Oh
his
my.
mind, he is able to count higher than 5, only backwards.
Really?
Oh,
We,
So
He-
Silver smiles, pats him on the back, and says, "Good job." And then she walks over the table and slaps the money down on the counter.
The blacksmith just kind of like looks at it for a minute and goes, "Is this what he's been counting this whole time?"
Don't ask.
The blacksmith just kind of like blinks, looks at Silver, and then just slowly scoops the gold into his hands and goes, "Thank you very much."
that's
Okay,
my
And
boy.
the sound of you just hear the sound of the gold just going as he just drops it into this box full of other gold pieces as he's just like, "Okay. Thank you for
Okay.
your purchase."
I'm going to take the fire and ice quivers. I'm going to walk out of the store and hand the quiver of arrows to Llama. Here.
thanks. I guess.
I feel that some of us should have elemental coverage. I feel like you might do better with fire. I'm going to take the ice arrows.
Yes, fire arrows to go with my leaf bow.
Hold on, calculating. Hold on. Wait a
I
minute.
did not think that through.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess the ice arrows won't do much for you either.
Oh, so they can die of frostbite, you sick freak.
I would
Huh.
like arrows.
Remind me, has Silver seen Llama's new bow? Or no?
Yes, I presented to the table.
Okay.
I forgot about it.
So upon seeing Gray try to hand Llama the fire arrows, Silver is just looks over. It's like, with a very "Are you serious?" face. I was so proud of you.
The blacksmith also is looking over because there's just a giant window, and he
But
can
that-
see only, but he can only see Gray.
Okay.
He only can see
You
Gray
made us.
from his
You-
angle.
you,
I was about to give everyone away because of this stupid. Ugh.
So from what the blacksmith
Well,
sees
We lost someone.
is Gray
Yeah,
talking to what
Oh.
looks like a tree.
We lost a man.
Mm.
Oh no!
Oh, we lost.
Went
Vin.
out for a sec.
Yeah, so his power went out, so he's hoping it'll come back.
oh my.
So just
Match
keep
this
track
one,
of what's
right?
going on.
Boom! You hear a thud as a body falls to the floor. Matches is out cold.
He goes so
No,
low.
actually, no. Here's what happens. Matches goes back to reading the book.
Yeah, Matches just kind of like just props open the book and he's just reading the book again and he's going, huh, interesting.
So he's either sitting in a blacksmith shop reading the book, or he's out in the rain reading a book.
No, he's still in the
He's-
blacksmith
he's-
shop because he hasn't picked a thing yet.
So
So
he's
as
just
he's,
gonna
like,
sit there
reading
and
the
read a book.
Yeah.
So as he's reading, the blacksmith also kind of looks up and notices like Silver is looking out the window and he's like, huh, what is he looking at? But he goes to look and then he just sees from the corner of his eye just this man pulling out a book and he's just slowly turning his head and just
Maybe-
watches as Matches is in his shop reading a book instead of looking at the amazing weapon. So he's just like,
Yeah.
it really is a Monday.
Maybe,
Write that down.
maybe
It's
I should
Monday.
just keep
It's
the-
Monday. Okay.
It's Monday. write
Okay.
it down.
It's Monday. Okay, so maybe I'll just keep the arrows for myself and get you something nice later. I'm sorry, I didn't think about your bow.
I didn't either. It's okay. I don't think any of us besides us saw that.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to do
It's
something
fine,
nice for the team.
It's fine. I think I'll look for something that would benefit the bow more than hinder it.
Ooh, fertilizer.
Maybe,
Also,
maybe I should.
think- also, I think you might have made up positions, so I think might as well just go in now.
They burst to the door.
So I very carefully I very carefully motioned to Farryn that we like go in together and
Oh yeah, that was a secret thing you were doing.
So Farryn opens the door and you hear the little ding, and the blacksmith just goes, "Hi, hello, and well, if it
Hello
not you
again.
again."
hello. I got your note.
I-
Very cute. And I hand him the note back.
Oh, you've gotten my note.
I'm
Lovely.
gonna stand by the doorway just in case they need backup.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He yells to the room.
No.
I'm gonna defend you guys from the doorway. Don't let him know. Walk to the door.
It's very nice. It's very nice of you to write to write to me, and I take out my deck of cards and just start mindlessly shuffling as I talk to him, and I'm like, so I have a question. While you were out,
Hold on, can I
sneaking
interject for 1 second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is Silver during this? Is she still like in the shop or?
Yeah, so Silver is now standing in the shop, still next to the blacksmith on the counter.
Oh.
So like Silver is like a little like 2 steps from the direct. So like when you open the door, you walk in, it's a straight shot towards the blacksmith. Silver is off to the left by like 2 steps.
Okay, and then Llama is at the door.
Yeah, Llama is at the door, like walking inward. Farryn is behind him, and then Gray is behind Farryn.
Okay.
Kind of just at the doorway.
So Silver is in front of the blacksmith, though.
Yeah, just off to
Okay.
his right.
So she sees them coming in. She puts her hand up on her chin, like, or makes it look like she's doing that, but what she's actually doing is pointing to her eye and shifting her eyes, looking over at the blacksmith to try and indicate that he hasn't gotten very much sleep.
Hello, what? I'm here.
Ooh.
Hello,
Good.
Marlos. You're reading a book in the shop right now.
Oh, sorry, my power went out for no fucking
That's
reason.
all good. So,
It's okay. We covered for you.
Gray tried to give the fire and ice arrows to Llama, who has a wooden bow.
A wooden sentient bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, the
So
bow is
now-
sentient?
Well, it's
Well,
living.
yeah, it's growing leaves. That's why I
Oh,
said
I
fire and
guess.
ice wouldn't work well with that type of bow.
Technically, we don't know that for sure.
So now the five of you are now in the shop. You're standing like in the corner of the shop, Milos, just reading your tectonic book. Like you gotten so bored of looking at the armor and everything that you just pulled out your book, and you're like, well, I want to learn more about this.
Oh my god,
even
this
the black-
sucks. I'm gonna read.
Like the blacksmith even looked at you and went, "What? You're reading in my shop?" And like he doesn't say anything else because Silver approaches and gives him money for
The arrows.
for the boat for the arrows. And as he's like counting the money and everything, Silver notices that he has like slight bags under his eyes, like he hasn't gotten sleep. And so now Farryn, Elf, and Gray are now walking in. And as they're walking in, Silver is now subtly trying to tell them that, like, to look at his eyes because he has bags under his eyes. And it's going to be me, Llama, and Gray. And we all need to roll to see if we notice Silver doing the action. So I'm going to need you guys to do a
Investigation or
Yeah,
insight?
I'm gonna say it's an investigation.
Do I also roll?
Nah, you're reading. You're all good.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
rolled a
hopefully I
12.
get something from this book.
I got a 17.
I got a 15. So Llama doesn't notice it at first. Like he kind of sees like Silver putting her hand on her chin, but he's just like, oh, okay, so she's thinking. Farryn kind of looks over and like notices like Silver is like tapping a little bit closer to her eye, and she's like, oh, is there something on my eye? So she like puts her own hand on her own face, just like subtly trying to like make sure she doesn't have like anything on her eyes. Gray, however, realizes like that Silver is subtly pointing at her eye, and then pointing a little bit over the bridge of her nose, as if she's like subtly saying like, check the eye on the guy. And Gray kind of looks over
That's
and he does
right.
notice the bags under the eyes of the blacksmith.
Okay, since Farron is closest to me, I'm gonna approach her quietly and whisper to her, check the blacksmith's eyes.
Huh? Oh, and she like slowly puts her hands down as she like notices, and she sees it as well, that she taps Llama on the shoulder, and she's like, check the eyes, check his eyes.
I see.
What color are his eyes?
Well, anyway,
Steel gray.
well, anyway, this does not change my plan at all. So yeah, I go over to him looking rather friendly. I'm just shuffling my cards while I do that. So it looks as though I'm not overly overly assaulting him or anything. I'm just a guy playing with my cards.
Whoa!
That,
Choice of words. Choice of words.
I'm not gonna kill him yet.
terrible
Wait,
at my
what
choice of
happened?
words.
I was typing.
Elf attacks him out of
No, I'm not-
nowhere.
I mean metaphorically, not physically. Anyway,
Emotional.
Emotional damage.
Oh. All right. But anyway, I approach him very, very calmly, and I'm like, so listen, while you came to visit me in my room last night,
He did what?
Marlo looks up from his book.
That's the one thing he hears.
It just jolts me like, he did what?
never mind that. But anyway, when you came to visit me last night, I need to know if anything else might have happened last night I'm asking for a friend.
Of course.
Are you the friend?
So
I'm
the
literally,
black
I'm literally gonna see if he's gonna be honest or if he's gonna try to pull a fast one.
so the blacksmith kind of like sits back in his seat. He has one leg down, like a normal person would sit, but he has his other leg up, and he's kind of like holding it, like he's kicking his leg back and forth as he's just kind of like eyeing Llama talking, and he kind of just goes, "What do you mean? Like, like I walked into your room, or what?"
Well, I want to know if you might have either walked into someone else's room or noticed someone else walk into someone's room.
So you want info? You do know that info to a rogue means money, right?
Sell him gray.
Do you need do you need help there, bud?
Let me put it this way. We're talking about theft. And I, for one, am not a fan of my friends being robbed. And I start to give him a bit of an angry glare.
Can I come forward and make this simpler?
And-
Can I? How? I'm raising my. Can I
Use intimidate.
step in?
Milos,
Yeah,
use
so-
intimidate.
I wasn't gonna do
Marlo-
that. I was just gonna. I was just
No,
gonna go straight to the point.
I was gonna use intimidate by like saying how
Okay,
I'm not a
intimidating.
fan of my friends being robbed, like with my angry glare at them.
So, because Marlos also wants to pitch in and intimidate him as well, I'm gonna need both of you to roll for intimidation.
All right. That's an
Does-
18.
Does he know what we were looking for, by the way?
No,
No,
he doesn't.
he
I
hasn't
want to
So
see if
that's-
he's
I
gonna
was
fess
just
up.
gonna. I was just. I was gonna
Anyway,
look. Our friend lost. Our friend's book's gone. How?
Ow.
Wait.
Did you roll a 1?
No,
I
I didn't
rolled
roll yet. I'm just gonna.
Oh, roll Marlos.
well, anyway,
Don't give up.
I rolled 18.
18. Goddamn. So
No, I didn't even need to roll that. I'm not gonna waste whatever roll I was gonna have.
No, you have to roll because you might ruin it for him.
It might turn to a mixed success.
17.
Oh,
He might.
super intimidating.
hell?
I walk over. I can crack my knuckles.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles, but that's not my real name.
So he cracks his knuckles, and the blacksmith kind of like has his leg up, and he kind of like looks over at Marlos, and he just goes, "Oh, I see. You have another friend in here as well. Did you think I stole from him?"
No,
I'm
not
gonna-
from him.
I'm gonna be honest. This game of cat and mouse is getting on my nerves. Our friend lost a book. Did you get it?
Why would I use a book?
It's
Don't
not necessarily if you would use it, but rather if you want to procure it either for yourself or someone else.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a rogue, books mean nothing. What means something is weapons, gold, and information. Sometimes jewelry, sometimes gems or ancient relics, but a book, mind you. And he looks at Marlos and he goes, "What book was it again, darling?"
A book about abyssal language thing.
That means nothing to me. So he sits up now more properly, like he has dropped his legs, so he sits properly. And he leans onto his counter and he goes, "So let me get this straight. You think that I broke into your friend's room to take a language book that I could also read at the library?"
The library. It all comes full circle.
Thank you, Nameless.
I don't. See, here's the thing. We don't even know what's in the book. So might not even be one that's found at the library. Which means us retrieving it is all the more important. And even if you didn't get into my friend's room, since I know you were there last night, I want to know if maybe you saw someone else go in. Or someone else acting suspicious.
I didn't see someone go in. But if you want that information, it's gonna cost you, sweetie.
Oh, really? Well, in that case... Give me a second, I'm thinking...
In that case,
I'm sorry, I just saw Elf's model just open his mouth. It's like, in that case, oh.
In that case, I try to give a little bit of a... I try to give a little bit of a, maybe a flirty smirk to seem less intimidating. And like, how much are you thinking?
Let's see. For information, let's see about theft, which means I have to rat out another rogue, possibly another rogue at that, because maybe your friend sleptwalk out the door and lost the book, or another friend walked into her room and took her book. But those are all possibilities. So now I have to ask, how much are you willing to pay? Judging by the fact that you left cute little papers by the door and the window. How much are you willing to pay? And I'll tell you whether or not I need it to go higher or lower.
While this is going on, can I take a look outside just to make sure no one's watching us or anything?
Yeah, you can roll for investigation.
That is a 18. Oh, no, it's a 19.
Does anyone else want to roll just in case for investigation?
Yeah, I'll roll because Silver's not involved in this drama yet.
Am I
Yes.
rolling anything?
I don't think I'll be rolling because of the fact that I'm like
You're busy intimidating.
I am
this guy.
hyper focused on this guy.
Do
I
I
got a
roll?
14.
Okay. Milos?
Marlos has his
14.
book.
How much?
14.
Okay. So you and Silver both rolled a 14. James rolled a 19. So you guys are looking out in the rain, and even though you both rolled low and Gray rolled high, all three of you have come to the conclusion there is no one outside in this pouring rain.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna
Nameless, if you're saying something, you're muted.
Ah, yeah.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna
Thank
do
you.
something. I'm gonna do something to try to cut the tension, and I'm going to open up my coin purse and be like, for your information, I offer 3 doubloons, and I hold out 3 gold coins while I do this very stupid act.
Where do I know that from?
Roll for performance.
3 gold doubloons.
All right, performance roll. That's a nat 20, baby.
You're fucking kidding me.
You stunned him into silence.
Oh my god.
You rolled a nat 20 to say 3 doubloons and do like a JoJo's pose.
Yes.
How convincing is he?
Here's what I'm doing. I'm doing the Dio pose, except
Oh my
instead of his
god!
hand on his face, he's holding up the 3 gold coins between his fingers.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I was just envisioning that too. I fucking
Oh.
hate you. The fact that you rolled a nat... This is just as bad as when I was in a D&D campaign. I rolled a nat 20 just to pull a fucking sheet off of
You
a
never
table just to
know.
impress the cleric.
You never know when the nat 20's coming.
Apparently it
Why do
came.
I roll? Why do I roll a nat 20 for stupid shit like this? But then when I'm fighting, I get bodied by by Nameless.
I
I
am
know how
vengeance.
I feel.
I am the knight.
The blacksmith watches what you're doing, and he just sees you pull out 3 gold pieces, but with your stance, he's stunned. He looks at you, looks at your posture, the composure, and just the way you look is just so elegant, so uniform. He's like, I'll take the 3 gold.
Are we
I'll
sure?
take it.
Are we sure Lava wasn't an actor like earlier?
We have no fucking
We are
clue,
not
but he might as
sure.
well be now with that fucking nat 20.
I was gonna say that pose that he just did, his singing earlier.
He does
He
nail
might as
playing.
well
Right.
be an actor.
He does nail
I
playing
might have
dead.
some history as a performer. You never know. Or at the very least, I have a flair for the dramatic.
Right.
Oh my
So-
god.
You now, you gave him the 3 gold. And as you give him the 3 gold, he's like, all right, here's what I have to tell you. He goes, I was out on a little walk, just a normal walk. And as I was out on that walk, I saw one person go to the library. And I thought it was peculiar, but I didn't care because it's a library. Who goes to a library so late at night besides Clara? So I had assumed it was Clara. Oh, but when he came back, what intrigued me was several seconds later, right before the storm came, or the storm rumbled, a cloaked figure was leaving the inn. I thought it was you.
Me?
Well, you always usually wear something of green, and well, I saw the cloak, and I thought, oh, is he out looking for me? So while you were out, I went up to your door, and I left a note on the door, just so that way when you come back, you would have thought I snuck into your room.
I like this guy.
He's pretty good.
I like everyone here. Oh god, I have a problem.
So you didn't go into his room at night.
Nameless flirts with everybody. That's
It's
what
not flirting. It's
You'll
just
have
I
to
appreciate
pay now.
everyone. I appreciate everyone. They're all wonderful.
It's okay. You can call it flirting.
If they're not a giant, it doesn't count.
Well,
2 of us are tall enough.
Yes, but that'd be inappropriate.
also, can I
Oh, man.
sense when he speaks, is he being like? Can I tell that he's not lying to me or trying to deceive me?
Roll a perception.
All right. Watch me fail this one. 19? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna need to start using the Discord thing. I'm gonna need to start using Discord thing so you don't think I'm cheating. Why'd I roll a 19?
I think.
Anyways,
I think Hope trusts us enough to not cheat.
yeah,
Yeah.
I trust you guys.
You paid him enough gold.
Yeah, he's paid enough
Yeah,
gold
all
for me to
three
not.
of them. All 3 of them.
He's
all,
taking.
all 3 of them. All
Three.
3 of them, and I posed for him.
So
You interest.
You.
as you look at him, you realize that he has been looking at you for the entire conversation. The one time that he didn't look at you was when he gestured towards the library. But after that, he had always looked at you. And he just kind of leans back and he's like, so yeah, how do I know you didn't take her book?
Oh,
God,
from
you
ins-
fast.
the theft came from inside the house.
Fair question.
I mean, the
So-
first time I saw those books, I couldn't understand a lick of them, so they have no
you don't
interest
have
to
to
me.
You don't have to understand a book just to take it.
Well, like you, if it's not something that that initially gives me any clues, I have less interest in it. The point is, the book was something that she was borrowing from a friend, and now it's gone. And I want to find out who took it.
Well, whoever
And
it
if you
was
don't-
wore a green cloak.
Well, I look at everyone, all of them wearing green coats.
We
Because
were
of
given
the
this by the
rain.
end. You cannot
Yeah.
blame us.
Hope, did you just turn this into a jacket of Among Us?
Can
Well,
I be
that's-
Phoenix Knight?
Well, this certainly narrows it down. But
Oh, no.
If it makes it
I'll
easier
believe
for
you
you,
for a moment.
I didn't receive
Well-
this jacket until this morning, so
Well,
No.
since you have given me 3 gold pieces and I've given you 2 truths, I'll give you 1 more just for the heck of it. The
Okay.
green cloak wasn't a winter jacket thing that you guys are all wearing. It what was it? It was all green. It was all green, no trimming, no nothing on it. It did look a bit tattered. Like there was a little bit of damage at the bottom of it, but I couldn't see their face. No.
Now I'm a believer.
Mm.
Alright. I'll be on the lookout for that.
went down in my mind.
Since you are
Thank you.
so worried about this book and for your dear friend, I'll also keep my eye out as I do my night patrols anyways.
Alright. In that case, when it comes to the bow that you got me,
Yes.
I'm assuming any elemental arrows such as fire and ice wouldn't do well with it. Are there any arrows that you would recommend that would not harm the bow itself?
Let's see. As long as it's not fire and ice. If it's not fire and ice, fire only burns away the leaves. The leaves gives it power, I believe. Anyways, ice. Have you ever seen a plant in the winter try to survive with ice? Yeah, it's not good for them. You can do slow arrows, fast arrows, damaging arrows, poisoning arrows, poison ivy arrows specifically. You can also do, let's see. You can also do piercing arrows, arrows that forms giant walls of things. Just any other arrows besides those 2 elements.
Get exploding arrows.
Let's not do that.
No.
Yeah, James, imagine if he rolled an @1. What's gonna
Well,
happen
in
to
that-
the bow?
In that case,
And you also not only the ball.
in
Yeah,
that
go on.
case, I'll take a bundle of poison ivy arrows, as you mentioned.
You want a quiver of the poison ivy arrows?
Yes, please.
All right, that'll be 50 gold.
Wait, 50?
Yes,
I thought it was
marked
50
all
for
of my...
2.
25 for a quiver.
I thought it was 25 for a
Golden.
quiver, and
There you go.
Gray bought 2 quivers.
Where did you
Well-
hear that?
Yeah, where did you hear that? I didn't say anything to you.
Prices are always paid in the end.
God damn it.
Oh, I like him.
Well, anyhow, I
I think that's for the 3 gold earlier.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's always a price to
Uh,
do business.
Oh,
Do we still have a deal or not? Is it 50?
I reluctantly slap the 50 gold. Actually, wait, do I have 50 gold? I need to count.
Yes, you do. Not anymore. You are now down to 23.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You hesitantly place gold on the table, and the blacksmith, ever so cheerfully, snatches the gold before you can even try to grab it again. And he goes, "Pleasure doing business with you." And he puts it in his little box full of gold. And he goes, "Do have a good day." And he looks over at Silver and Marlos, and he goes, "Are you two buying anything?"
Silver looks over and says, "How much for one of these lockpicks?"
Oh. 3 for... 3 for 5.
Do I have to run investigation again to see if I can see something calling out to me? I guess because I have no idea. I don't know what I.
No,
can
you were just so interested
Yeah, go
in
ahead
the
and roll.
Oh well, I'll just. It's a 15. Finally, it's not a 2 or whatever I rolled.
Okay. Silver, did you want the lockpicks?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 5 gold.
Alright. Silver counts out the 5 gold, puts it on the table, and picks up some lockpicks.
Awesome. You now are an owner of 3 lockpicks.
Oh.
Bless
Is
Bless
it
you.
Thank you.
Milo, you were looking around, and you also see all of these things, all these gizmos, these gadgets, disguise kits and such.
Bobs. Yes, yes.
You can't help but constantly look at all the axes that are there.
Axes, huh? Okay.
And as you're looking at them, you're just so happy to look at them. Like, you're very curious about them. Let's see.
Alright, definitely a half orc.
How do you know
Well,
that?
That's technically racist.
That's racist!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
You're a half orc. You would like axes.
What?
See.
I should just never speak again, I guess.
Welcome to my world, Padawan.
And yet...
No, please, no.
What's a good axe for you?
The flaming axe of Asteron.
Don't ask me. You know the answer.
May I ask you a question?
You get nothing. Get out of my shop.
You do see just a simple axe in front of you, but you do feel like it does feel something both casual, but also something like you would absolutely keep with you.
Okay. I'd say, could I ask the Mr. Man over the counter? I was like, how much for this funny axe over here?
Oh, the Leviathan.
The what?
Oh, we just call it that.
Okay.
30?
Sure. Is it 30 or 13?
30.
Yeah, sure. I slapped 30 gold on the counter.
Pleasure doing business with all of you. Oh, it's a pleasure. The pleasure is all mine. As you guys are kind of like moving around the room and everything, he finally sees Farryn. And he's like, "What about you, my dear? Are you buying anything?" And Farryn just kind of goes, "Oh, no, actually, do you know where I could get like gems, like to recharge my staff?" And he goes, "Well, I don't own gems here, sadly. You could go to the Emporium, though. Clara owns anything and everything." And she has trinkets, she has charms, gems maybe. You should check her out.
I can stop by.
She's over in the marketplace.
Can go have a look see. Why not? Sounds neat.
So, with everyone being satisfied,
I suppose so.
everyone leaves the blacksmith. And he waves to everyone, and he's like, "Hope to see you all again later." And as you guys leave, and then it's like a really cool like camera shot, kind of like pans out from the blacksmith, and it kind of swooshes all across to the other side of town, and it goes and it zooms in right up to Nameless and Penny as they are approaching the marketplace. At the same time as they are entering the blacksmith, he is entering the marketplace. The marketplace still has people bustling with business, and there are people like in jackets and raincoats and cloaks, and they're all like standing around talking, and they're like trying to like hug underneath the canopies as they're like trying to sell business. And Nameless goes the same path as he remembered, going to make his way towards the Emporium. And he sees the Emporium, and he does see Clara sitting in her usual spot, reading the same book as she read yesterday.
She stole the Abyssal book.
And she's just sitting there reading and hasn't even noticed Nameless yet.
Alright, hold on, let me... What do I have to do? I do not have good handwriting. Alright. Alright. Is it you? 22 ounces? No. Or 42 ounces? No. No.
No?
No.
No.
That was from the festival. In the market. It is Clara?
Yes.
I walk up to her. It's Clara, good to see you again.
She hears your voice and she goes, fuck. And she lifts her head up and she goes, "Oh, it's you. What are you doing here again?"
Well, I had a good chat. Thank you again for the library secrets. I'm finding out some good knowledge that I need to know. But he did mention talking to you about learning more.
Learning more?
Yes.
What do you want to learn more about?
Well, let's get close and whisper this out.
Aw, shit.
Secrets.
You want to go to Whispers?
Yes.
I've never been to Whispers, bro.
See ya!
I am... Alright. So... I'm looking into the elemental stones, and I was told you could give me more answers.
Yes, I could. What answers do you wish?
If someone of noble intent were to just remove the stone from their resting place at this second, would anything happen to the land around it that is placed in?
If you're talking about the temple and the runes that it holds, it causes destruction. Say, for example, you go to the water temple and you take the water rune. What do you think happens to water?
The water in the land.
When you take it away?
Water in the land will probably disappear, won't it?
It dries up. It dries up, and it leaves the land useless. And what do you think about all of the plants that are in the earth element? They will all wither away. No animals, no care, no shelter. The people will be fine, supposedly. Except for those that live and need those elements. Like the Fae. They require a grotto, which means land and water. And when you take those away, the Fae get angry. They have no home. they'll attack whoever took it, and they'll blame it on anyone they desire.
So it's not viable to take them.
You're not suggesting you're going to steal, are you?
No. No, never. Just curious about it all. But knowing that they can't be taken gives even more reason to locate them just to protect them then.
Yes. So the temples right now are shut off. They are meant to be shut off because it harnesses the energy of all of the runes. When you activate the temple, it shuts it off from the rest of the area. So as long as the temples stay off or inactive, then everything gets to stay the way that it's always meant to be.
So even to enter the ruins would be to cause calamity.
You can enter the ruins to protect it, to defend it from some evildoer or a thief, but it's the act of whether or not you take the ruin or activate the temple that will cause destruction.
Right. All right. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Is that all you require?
Yeah. For that at least.
All right then. Have a good day then. And next time, at least try to purchase something. I do need a little bit of money.
Oh, don't worry. I am still looking for items that you will most likely have. I am just done with the whole elemental trail.
All right.
So let's go back to the main group.
To the main.
You done?
Okay. Yeah, so that's
someday someone else
So,
will
yeah.
go to Whispers, maybe.
so that's at least where the god that's where the god resides, so we have to stay from there. Okay. Alright. So I am looking for a flute or a guitar. As well as just a small little trinket. Something
Okay.
it doesn't have it just something small as more of a marker of sorts.
Let's see. Well, I have trinkets all around here, so help yourself to look. While you're looking, let me check the back of my emporium, and let me see if I have any instruments. And she gets up, smooths out her skirt, and then goes towards the back of her emporium, just to check and see like if she does have any instruments in the back.
Alright. I'm gonna roll just to look around, see if anything really catches my eye. For memory-wise, 16, or just looks cool.
Okay. And you rolled a 16?
Yes.
Okay. So upon looking at all of the trinkets, at first they don't seem to be any use to you. But as you are looking, there are a couple of things that look pretty interesting. You see a small bell, or not a bell. You pick it up and you realize that it does look like a bell, but it's an upside down metallic tulip. And you're just kind of like looking at it and you're questioning it. You place it back down. You see that there are also what else is there? There seems to be glasses, like spectacles. I think that's the word.
Right?
Glasses, you mean, basically?
They're like really key glasses.
Yeah, spectacle.
Yeah. Alright.
And you just see like there's like a bunch of rings and stuff like that. Not something like truly exciting. You do, however, see there seems to be like a dice set, but when you look at the dice very up close, you see like it's hollow. or it looks hollow until you tap it. It's glass. But yet there's growing plants inside this dice set.
Hmm.
As you're looking, Clara does come back, and she's like, well, I looked around and tried to find everything that you possibly want, and I did find a flute. I just don't know if you might want it or not.
I'll have a look at it and see.
She's like,
Go from
"Okay."
there.
And she hands you a box, and this box is a turquoise colored box with sea green ribbon. And upon opening it, there is a wooden flute inside, and it is very elegantly carved, and there seems to be little patterns of butterflies on it, as it looks very, very, very tedious care done with this flute. And at the very top, near the mouthpiece, is the same ribbon tied along with it, as if in a braid with the blue. So it sea green with the turquoise blue as it's braided all around the flute, and it kind of dangles from it as well. So like, it just makes it look more pretty in a way.
I'm going to see if this connects with me in any which way.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to roll for perception.
12.
Let me see if that works. That's not my d20. Yeah, that fucking whatever.
Yeah!
Whatever, man.
The flute is my
Well
soulmate.
done.
It was a 2. It was a 2. You look at the flute, and Clara goes, "Don't even think about playing it. It has a useful power. Yeah, but I don't want you ruining my emporium that I worked ever so hard for."
Oh.
Gotcha. Gray's gonna get a concert.
And so,
The winds of change.
and as you look at this flute and you're kind of like holding it, you feel like you do want to play it, but you absolutely can't, because you just heard what Clara said. Clara just kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, do you want it or not?"
Yes. I will take... How much for the flute, the metallic tulip, and the glass dice there?
You want all 3 of those?
I will if the price is within my budget.
Right?
Mm,
This is right.
Go $1 above.
I'll give it to you, all 3 of these,
Mhm.
for either 30 gold or
Each
one silver.
Is it? Does
Wait,
gold
why
worth
is-
more than silver?
Costs 10 silver, or 10 gold for 1 silver, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought it was the
Really?
other way around.
You.
I thought it was the other way around too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you sure?
Yeah, it cost
I
me
wanna
10
check up
gold.
on that.
You maybe paid 10 gold for 3 silver, or 30 gold for 3 silver. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe in the
Yeah.
specific
I'll
village
have
they
to
have the
I'll have to-
currency backward. I don't know.
I'll check the
Yeah,
notes
'cause
and...
yeah, so outside of character, I'm looking at D&D Beyond, and it's also saying that 1 gold is 10 silver. But when I looked it up on like a different website, it said that it was 10 gold for 1 silver.
Okay, we can correct that then. Because I wanted the silver for the, silver coin for the Fae.
Right.
Which is why I went for it. Which I thought, oh, it's silver, which has that purpose. So it would be more rare or expensive, so I just went with it. But do we want to...
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah. Do you want to make it a different metal
I
then?
was gonna say like 10 gold for 1 silver.
Or
Would
we
it be 10 gold for 1 platinum?
we could also make it just a different metal entirely that is specifically for the Fae that they like.
Mm.
Ooh, true.
That way
'Cause
it
yeah,
doesn't.
I'm seeing that 10 gold is 1 platinum. If we want to do it that.
Sure. And the Fae like the platinum then?
Yeah, the Fate like the platinum. So you'll have 1 platinum, right?
I have 3 platinum.
Okay.
I spent
3 platinum.
I bought all 3 platinum for 30 coins.
Okay. And then you have no silver.
No.
That one.
Okay.
Silver's over there.
Okay.
Okay, one. Oh, you go. I was gonna ask some.
That sounds good. Just 1 second. Squeak squeakum, squeak squeakum. Penelope, you see anything you're interested in?
Ooh, let me see. Let me see. And she kind of like crawls over your shoulder as she's like squinting. And she's just kind of looking around, just trying to see if there's anything that she likes. And upon examination, she does see some stones that have like a hole in the middle. And she's like, ooh, I want that. That looks like a chew toy.
I can get it, but I don't think it's a chew toy. Squeak squeakum, squeak squeakum. I can get it, but I don't think it's a chew toy.
I think it looks like a chew toy.
Okay, we'll be careful with it though. How much for the rocks with the holes in them?
Clara just kind of like looks at them and just goes, oh, these? 1. Literally, you can just take this whole bag.
Oh, okay. Then I put down 30 for that, 1 for that. I put down 35 gold. Nod and say thank you for the information.
You're welcome. Enjoy your trinkets and have a good day.
We will. Thank you.
Squeak, squeak.
Oh! By the way, I was robbed of the 1 book you gave me. Do you know anyone in town who would be slippery enough to want to take that?
Someone robbed one of the books?
Yes, it starts with an A, I think.
Abyssal?
Abyssal. They stole the Abyssal from me.
Abyssal. Abyssal's not common in Severa. And she puts her hand to her chin as she's thinking, and she's like, nobody here in Jonestown would ever want a book like that. Have you checked if any of your team has had the Abyssal book?
They did have it, but in the end it was stolen from us. So, unfortunately, unless someone's lying to me, it seems someone else has taken an interest in it.
Well, that can't be true.
Oh? Why not?
Well, it's just so peculiar. I mean, Abyssal? We only have that book because we usually have people that come and go from places. And they would swing by and they would check out the library, and we always have Abyssal just in case they want to learn the language. But she pauses for a minute and she's like, are you absolutely certain that she lost the book?
I didn't say a she. I never mentioned a she.
Are we? Has the rest of the team arrived yet?
Hold
Make a
on.
run for it.
Is that a DM slip up or is this a character slip up?
It's
That's
a
a-
character slip up.
Oh!
Oh.
I never
She's
mentioned
gonna
a
make
she.
a run for it.
As you say, I never mentioned a she, the rest of the team comes into the marketplace and they locate Nameless, and they're like, oh, there he is, he's over there. And as they approach, Clara just kind of looks up and says, oh, hello. How can I help you?
No, we're not done. What do
Are
you
we
know?
Interrupting something.
Yes!
Let them, let them
Nameless,
work.
what's going
Then
on?
whatever. Like, give them time. Give them space.
I never mentioned that a she lost it.
Well,
So what do you know?
all I know is that last night, I'm pretty sure I saw a girl. And she was holding a book.
I'm gonna use intimidate. Because I don't believe this shit for a
Okay.
second. Little guy stepping up.
Oh my god.
Fucking 2. I step up,
All right,
fall forward,
get
and
in
slam
there.
my head on the counter.
Lana, get in there, do your pose again.
Alright,
Kyle?
alright.
Kyle,
Listen.
hold on.
Yeah.
Kyle, the only way you could have ever beaten me is a nat 1. Do you know what I just rolled?
And I won.
Not 1?
I rolled a 1.
Yay.
Good job. You won somehow this contest.
So as you even
You both
approach
fumble
and you
extremely.
slam your face on the table, it still shocks her.
Oh.
This guy's
Oh,
nuts!
God. Oh, I'm fucking crazy. No. It was never mentioned who had it in our party. I only said that I had it. You said she. You also didn't met Farryn yet, to my knowledge. Unless she came earlier. So you know something. More than you're letting on.
All I just said was that I knew a female. A female was holding a book. She had a green cloak, and she was leaving somewhere. I don't know where she came from.
The green motherfucker.
Okay, I need to remember the leather that the leather cloth I left in Farron's room. What color was it? I know it was leather, but like
You
was
want to
it?
roll for a history check?
Yes,
Roll for history.
14.
Let me see if that beats mine.
It's a contest?
Oh, yeah, I'm rolling bad today, folks.
Yay!
You say you did it on purpose.
As you all listen in to Clara trying to desperately explain, like, I'm not lying. I saw a girl wearing a green cloak and she was coming from somewhere. I just don't remember where. At the same time, Mama slowly looks at Farryn, and as he's looking, he recalls like he had given her a cloak. He just doesn't remember the color of it until he remembered very distinctively. He only the blacksmith he recalled the blacksmith saying he only ever wore green.
So you just saw someone with... So, just to get this straight, you only saw someone with said book that you now know is mine. You have nothing to do with the actual theft.
I have nothing to do with it. I swear.
I'm gonna roll perception.
I believe her.
All right.
It doesn't matter if you believe her!
So, wait a minute, so was the cloth I gave Farron green or not?
Yes, I'm pretty sure
It
that's
was
what
green.
Cope was implying.
Well, was it a cloth or a
Oh.
big cloak? I thought it was just a small cloth thing.
Well, it is a large piece of leather fabric, but now I know that's green.
It could be.
You're the only one who knows
distinguished
that,
as
though.
a-
We don't know that. You gotta bring it up with the if you
Yeah.
want. You don't gotta bring it up. That's on you.
4.
You have that information.
You
So-
believe her.
Hold
You
on.
absolutely believe her. Oh wait, you have modifiers. Let me check. Perception. It doesn't really do much.
Should I roll?
You-
Do you want me to roll perception?
Only if you think that she's lying.
I don't think she is. I don't think
Well,
she has a reason to.
I'm gonna roll just because I don't want to. I wanna know for sure before I do anything.
Okay.
Can you show me?
That's an 11.
Alright, let me check your modifiers. Perception. Oh shit. You look over and you notice that Nameless just kind of shrugs and he goes, "Well, I guess I believe you." You put your hand up and you go, "Well, hold on a second." And Clara just kind of looks at you, kind of like apprehensive, and she's like, "Why would I lie about a book that I willingly gave to him?"
True, that I believe her. She sold you the book. She wanted the book. She wouldn't sell you the book.
I mean, if she can
Yes.
get the book back with the free profit.
There are many reasons to take something already sold. That's why I'm trying to figure this out. If there's something more or less than just stealing something back for profits.
Well, people who know Abyssal typically they don't use it for good intention. Abyssal is a language that is written and spoken only to hide things. It's almost like thieves' camp, but much more proper and elegant. Like the
Aha.
people of what's that one place called?
What place?
The world of Minerva. This the region Minerva. They're the only ones that really use Abyssal because they're just so full of it.
Do I know where that is? Like, okay, do I know that?
You do not know Minerva.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Minerva.
Yeah, I don't know where that is, lady.
Have
I'm
any
sorry.
of us heard of it? Do we need to roll for that?
I'm gonna roll for history.
I mean, I guess you guys can roll for history. See if you guys
Yeah,
can
okay.
remember Minerva.
If you want me
I got
to-
a 4.
You remember nothing, Silver.
I got a 6.
I
Seven.
I got a 2. My lucky streak has run out.
I got a
You're
6.
absolutely
Most of
clueless.
us
You're
are
both
stupid.
clueless.
I think all of our rolls are tanking at this point. We used up all our luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 7.
If you're not gonna share
who
with the
was the
class your
highest?
findings about the. Yeah, what was the highest? I rolled
Was
a
I
6.
was I the highest with 7?
I got 7 as well.
So 7 was the highest roll we got.
Well, you guys all just kind of stand there. It's even
Like, I don't
funnier
know.
because this is an amnesia thing, and you guys
Yeah,
all
it's
just
like-
rolled very low. So all of you are going,
It's like, this place, like, I don't know, lady. Never heard of it.
No, I guess not.
I need to let my cat out. Be right back.
So then would they
Oh,
take
what?
the book back to prevent others from learning the language?
So
Or
that way they don't.
Possible?
So Jonestown is a very secluded area. There's only one way in, one way out. The other
Uh-huh.
exit only leads to the chateau, because
Yes.
that was the wish of the family that lived there.
Can you? We heard about this family. Can you go in more detail about them? The innkeeper couldn't say a whole lot.
They all came from Minerva. I think
Okay.
they all came from Minerva, and the
Minerva.
Minerva, A-N-A-N-E-R-V-A.
Okay. Like that.
Yeah, you got it.
So if I make a suggestion, maybe we should get to the chateau and see if we can head the culprit off. I mean, in this
It's not there anymore. I don't know if that would do.
in this raid, they probably won't be getting very far with all the mud and everything.
We would
That's-
need to investigate before it gets dark, otherwise we won't be allowed to leave.
squeak
Alf is
squeak.
not gonna share the info for the class. I can't believe this.
Right, the curfew. So I say in favor of going to the chateau.
Squeak squeakum squeak
Uh,
squeakum. Pen
You
pen.
have
Do you remember anything from the person we knocked into last night? Any
They
smell?
had pretty.
Any
Oh,
smell or
yeah.
distinct thing from them if you saw?
I wish I can remember smell. But if I had to think about it, didn't they talk? I could have sworn I heard a hey.
They might have. I don't recall.
Anyways,
And-
Marlo, Silver, are you in as well?
Unless you
Yes.
have a better lead, unless someone knows anything.
Who around
Farryn
town
just
would
kind of like, sorry.
Go on.
who around
Uh,
town would know about the book, its location, if anyone would?
Clara paused to think, and then she goes, "The only people that would really know about the book is me, you, your friend that borrowed it, the person that took the book, and the librarian."
Hmm.
And it couldn't have been the librarian because apparently the person with the coat was outside already, and you were talking with said librarian.
I turned to Farryn quickly, hand on my dagger. Are you toying with us this whole time?
What?
Wait,
Farryn
no.
puts her hands
Stop.
up.
Whoa, whoa.
Back down, llama! Did you take the
No.
book and run with it to hide it somewhere?
Why would I hide your book? You
Maybe-
literally went and got it for yourself.
You're the
Calm
only
down,
one who knows
now.
our information. You're the only one who knows anything about anything. You could have easily
Nameless,
been the
stop.
one. No!
Let's calm down. Let's calm
Nameless,
down.
not while we're here. Take this outside.
Did you take the book somewhere else and hide it from me?
Why would I
Answer the question.
do
Yes?
that? No.
Alright, I'm gonna do a perception check. Ten!
Let's see if that beats. Because you're doing your perception check on Farryn,
Yes.
which means it's also going against her skill.
Yep.
A deception check, I believe.
Or perception if she's telling the truth. Deception makes it clear that the person is lying. But if you
we
say
don't know
deception or perception regardless, they could be telling the truth or lying, but we won't know. So it's just our perception against her perception.
Okay, so you said perception. If your higher perception works, she's lying.
So if in this case,
If she is lying and he has higher perception, then he knows that you're lying.
yeah. But
Okay.
if she's telling the truth, regardless, I'll be let known. Even if I'm higher, hey, no, she's telling the truth.
Okay, so if her roll is higher than yours, then she's telling the truth.
Yeah, if she's
No.
lying, to
To
me,
him.
she's...
To him.
So if she is higher, if she is lying, it seems like she's telling the truth to me. But if she's telling the truth, it still seems like she's telling the truth to me. But
Yeah,
if
so
she...
if it's higher, it doesn't. Yeah.
But if she is lower and she's using deception, I figure out she is lying to me. But if she rolls lower and she's telling the truth, I still see she's telling the truth.
Okay.
So the only way it appears to me to be a lie is if she rolled lower than me and is indeed lying.
Okay. So, and you're rolling a perception against her.
Yes, my perception against
And what
her,
did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so with modifier. Okay. So, Farryn is telling the truth.
Of course she is. I believe her. I have no reason not to.
She puts her hands down as if like in a motion to say like calm down. And she goes, "Nameless, you let me borrow that book. I would never take that book from you. I would never take it from you, hide it from you. The only thing I would ever do with that book, if I'm not using it, is give it back to you."
There is no reason for her to be lying. If she didn't want us alive, it would just be dead.
Plus, we were all at the blacksmith earlier. He saw someone too, but he never mentioned if it was a girl or a boy. And the only person that has ever seen a person that says it's a gender is Clara.
Should put this back
Should
up.
we just go to the chateau? Should we not?
Maybe we should just put this conversation on hold for now until we go to the chateau. And then you can get your answers there, Llama. Or not
At this
Llama,
point-
sorry, Nameless.
At this point, we don't know where the book is. But we do know we need to investigate the chateau. Who knows? Maybe by going to the chateau, we'll get more answers.
So,
Are you
As
okay
you
with
guys-
that, Nameless?
And as I say that, I try to put like I try to give I try to give Farryn a comforting look, as though it's like I trust you kind of look.
so
Also, my God, my fucking webcam.
Yeah, by the way, I hope I wanted to ask, what does my fucking axe look like? Does it have anything special to it? Is it just an axe?
it looks
Well, apparently
like
it's
just
called
an
the
axe,
Leviathan.
It
but
is called a
apparently it's
Leviathan.
called the Leviathan.
It's just called, it just has a cool name. It's nothing special. Okay.
Oh
Mhm.
man, you got a cool name.
It just has a cool name. Calm
Yours is
down,
neat.
doesn't do anything.
But
I mean,
Gray,
if it makes you feel better, James, Leviathan is the Diavoaqua, so
It is. It is.
Just name your bow something cool. There you go. You have a cool bow now.
well, his
Oh, it's now the Diavoaqua.
no, his
Who,
name,
who knows? Maybe your bow already has a name. You just don't
Yeah.
remember it.
his bow already has a name, and that name is Bob.
Good name.
Don't question Bob.
All right, squeak, squeak'em,
Anyways,
squeak,
I'll-
squeak'ems.
Onwards
Penelope.
and verily.
Penelope, what do you make of all this?
Maybe she just misplaced it. Like she's not lying, but at the same time, we don't really know for sure.
That's the problem with amnesia. Everything could be
Amnesia's
a
terrible
a
lie.
bitch, isn't it?
It was a great game. You take that. I take out my sword and I stab Gray.
Great.
For no
Uh,
reason.
No, it was a fine game. You can watch it on my channel. Anyways, that's the fucking
Not the
problem.
log.
Twitch.tv/fuzzy.
Pink fuzzy.
Pink Fuzzy. I have the whole thing. I had to censor out the nudity because there's nudity in it. Ah.
Oh no!
Aw.
Yeah, I didn't.
Right.
Yeah, I literally
Right.
went into a room, saw the body, went, I think there's a penis there.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
And was like trying not to look, and looking back and editing, I'm like, yeah, that's a limp dick. Okay. And then the guy at the end,
Anyways,
is full nude as well. I'm like, well, I can't look at him anymore either.
Well, back
Anyways.
To
back to the chateau.
That's the problem with amnesia, though. Is I don't know if anyone's telling the truth or not. It could all just be lies.
And he just kind of like shrugs, and she's like, well, there's no use just standing around doing nothing. The book will turn up eventually. Heck, even one of the little bratty kids running around might even find the book and give it back to the librarian.
They may know. What did you guys get? Did you guys get any more information on anything?
We're going to the chateau. We're gonna look
we,
there.
But
we literally
why?
got nothing other than the fact that some green hooded figure stole the book. Well, possibly stole the book. Someone walked away from the inn in a green cloak.
Yeah.
Oh, you also found out, Llama, that no one actually entered your room at that time.
Wait, what?
It was
So-
just a ruse.
Oh, he played you.
I,
Oh.
I'm taking everything he says with a grain of salt from the moment.
What did he
But I
do?
do believe he has no interest in the book. He's made that quite clear.
No.
In fact, he doesn't
It's-
seem to like books at all. When Marlos was reading in the blacksmith shop, he got offended.
You're just too distrusting, both of you. Let's just go.
Either way, we know that someone, possibly a female, took it in a green cloak.
Go on.
In a green cloak.
I'm just imagining the receptionist is still listening to all this. Like
Her name is Clara.
Yeah,
Clara.
that's the thing. We never left the shop. That's why I didn't want us to fight in the
I
shop.
thought we said we were going to the chateau.
Well,
I imagine we were like
is it a
walking. I hope.
Is it a shop?
I don't
No.
think we ever said we left.
Or is it
No,
a
we're all
booth?
kind of
Yeah,
just
no.
standing in the foyer.
Or is it a booth
You guys
thing?
are all just standing in this marketplace, and like everyone else that is
And
shopping
I
is
was
just
sorry.
slowly
Well-
looking over as Nameless like pulls a dagger out towards Farryn. They all just kind of like pause,
I put my hand on my rapier. I did not pull it out.
and
Yeah.
like Clara this whole time is just kind of like watching, and she's like,
Well,
I never said it was her.
maybe you should try having some faith in your comrades, as it were.
Thank you, Clara. You've been much help. I am sorry. It's not been a good week.
It should not be me who you apologize.
I
But have a good
apologize,
day.
Farryn. I apologize, Farryn, as well, and everyone that's...
The crowd kind of like
Horrible.
slowly turns back around, and like you just hear like one of the guys going, "So, anyways, about this trinket," and
Hey, I recognize that voice.
and Farryn just kind of slowly nods, and she's like brushing back a strand of her hair behind her ear, and she's like, "Let's just go to the chateau."
Let's go. Yeah.
And you guys leave the marketplace, and you guys slowly make your way towards the town square. And as you guys are making your way towards the town square, you start to talk again about like where the possibility of this book would be, what is the plan once we get to the chateau. As you guys are walking, you finally change from the view of the town to the view of the forest, and the rain is still pouring. And just for the fuck of it, I'm gonna need somebody with the highest roll. I'm gonna have you guys roll a, let's see, let's do an athletics check, because I don't know what it would be.
Sure.
The highest roll,
Strength?
I'll explain what happens.
Athletics.
By
check.
everyone roll.
Oh,
14.
God, that's a 2.
Come on,
11.
baby. I need a good roll. 19, baby. Oh, God. We're in there.
I got a 12.
Anybody got a higher number than 19?
Nope.
Anyone got on that 20?
So the highest number, it's a plot twist. Marlos missteps, slips, and accidentally knocks over everyone else, and now everyone is all covered in mud.
That's fucked up.
What the hell, Marlos?
It's very muddy. Okay? It's raining. What do you want from me?
Ugh.
Farryn just kind of sits there and it's just like, well, that's one way to alleviate the stress.
If it helps, anything to help out.
So now all of you are drenched, you're dirty with mud,
Oh, poor
And-
Penelope.
and you finally, Penelope is fine.
Penelope's a
She's
raccoon. I don't
safe in
think
the hood.
she's thriving.
She's thriving.
Yeah.
You guys all finally arrive at the chateau. And as you guys look at the chateau, you notice something.
It's just like the first day of the campaign where it was raining.
Farryn looks at everyone and goes, "Hey,
Yeah?
did anyone close the door when we left?"
For the chateau?
I'm pretty sure
I-
Gray was the last one out.
I think I was distracted by Llama's magic trick when he was pulling out his cards.
No, that happened on the way to the orc fight.
No.
I'm gonna
Goblin
need
fight.
you guys to roll for a history check.
I got a
I
4.
I can't
Alright,
believe I
alright.
wasted
Silver.
that.
Time for me to
I got
time
an
for me to change.
I can't
Time
believe
for
I
me to
wasted
change
the
dice.
19.
I got that one.
Oh
I
my
can't believe
I
I
got
wasted
that
the
one.
19 on nothing to get a 4.
I got an 8. Did I seriously have the highest
apparently-
roll?
Apparently,
No.
during
Oh,
these
no.
history checks, this 4 is magnetic.
I got 13.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
who was the highest?
It's,
13.
Nameless.
It's
13?
fuzzy.
as you guys are trying to remember, Nameless is looking at the door, and he distinctively remembered looking back, and he just sees Gray closing the door behind him.
Okay.
Why is the door open? And we'll find out next Sunday.
Next time!
No!
Oh god damn.
On this thing that we're doing.
Oh.
And that ends session 5.
Woohoo!
Way to go,
Oh
guys!
my god.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Alright.
tensions are high at the end of this one.
I am
Yep.
so pumped for it.
Oh my goodness. And just remember, everyone, that there's at least 3 of us that streamed the session, one of whom may have streamed some stuff that you didn't hear from our other streams, so be sure to check out all
Yeah.
3. Just
Mr.
to make
Whisper
sure.
over here.
Oh, that helps.
Twitch.tv/TaraJWolfie, Twitch.tv/PinkFuzzy, and Twitch.tv/ThatElfner.
Yeah.
But until then,
Also, even though she didn't get to stream, Twitch.tv/HoppersHedgy.
yes.
She is the leader.
I'm the DM.
And we'll
And
see
check
you
out-
all
Next time,
next time
On this thing.
Bye.
that we're
Yep.
doing.
we do D&D every Sunday. Not all of us can make it, but we try our best to. All the more fun. Check it out. It'll be real fun next Sunday.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.